Hello all signs and welcome to Esotera Tarot. My name is Lydia and today I'll be doing your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who have been here before, then welcome back. Thank you for all your love and support for the channel. It is greatly appreciated. And for those of you where it's your first time, thank you so much for clicking on this video and trusting me with your energies to deliver the messages that you need the most. So the 4 Aces are all about the 4 energies that run through us. So it's really a great way of picking apart those energies and seeing how you're talking to yourself, what you're feeling about a situation, what you're thinking about a situation, what you intend to do and what the outcome will be. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the 4 Aces, I will be including a short section where I run through the spread and what it means and the outcomes and the decks that we use. For those of you who are familiar, then feel free to jump over to your timestamp and I'll see you there. Although I will be sharing some channel updates in this little section, some new exciting things happening at the channel. Yes, there is. And as usual, I set the intention for all of the readings for your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs. So if you want to check all 4, it's a great way to get a little individualized reading for yourself if you take what resonates and leave the rest. Right, for the channel update, I'm very excited to announce that I am going to start launching written readings. So the written readings are really for people who need readings on the go. So I currently do half an hour and 1 hour time slot readings on Zoom, and they've been going really well, been a very popular option, but I've had some requests and also was thinking myself, it's like the universe just aligned about doing written readings. It's where I originally started doing tarot, other than, the usual practicing on yourself, practicing on friends and family. I then branched out first through written tarot readings. I really enjoy doing them. I'll be offering a couple of packages depending on how many questions you want to ask, how detailed you want the answer to be, and I will be publishing those in the timestamp below of this video for you guys to check out if you are at all interested. I always deliver the readings within 24 hours, except for Fridays. If it's on a Friday, then it will be on a Monday at the very latest, given the weekends. And I think it will just make readings more accessible to more of the collective, because we all have answers. No matter what your budget bracket is, we all deserve to learn something. So I will be offering those as of today. Okay, now back to the reading. There's no other major updates on the channel apart from that, which I am super excited about. So I really look forward to you reaching out to me that way. So I am just going to jump into the explanation of the 4 Aces for those of you who are unfamiliar, and I will see the rest of you guys at your reading. All right, thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you there. Hello, thank you very much for joining me. My name is Lydia, this is Esotera Tarot, and today I'm doing a 4 Aces reading, which not many people are familiar with, so I've included this little section just to run you through what each of the Aces mean and how the reading is going to unfold. So we start over here with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is your mental focus, energy and clarity. It's what you're thinking about, it's what's on your mind, it's what you're ruminating on. We will then move on to the Ace of Cups. That's your heart's desire. It's what you're moving towards and what's moving towards you. It's also creativity if you come here for messages about work. It's also about heartbreak and healing as well. So we will see that under the Ace of Cups if that energy is there present with you. We then move into the Ace of Wands, which is your intent, it's your passion, it's your drive, it's your energy, it's that spark of initiation. It's what you want to overcome to get to what you need, and any obstacles that you need to get over or anything that you want to achieve or move towards. It's the intent of outcome of this situation. And then we move into the Ace of Pentacles. They're your real world tangible results. But the Ace of Pentacles is also about money, so we might see themes around work, around inheritance, savings, investments and things of that nature. Now with the 4 Aces, it does usually tend to center around one theme. So say if you've got love on your mind, usually the theme of that situation will run throughout the rest of the spread. However, it is important to note that it is not unusual for something different to come out as well. So for example, if you are dealing with a love situation, we may see it under the Swords, we might see it under the Cups, we might see it under the Wands. But if you're due for some big change at work, we might see something completely different going on under the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands is a really great energy because it can kind of act a little bit like the Pentacles, because it is like an energy of action and intent. If we imagine the Swords and the Cups are more like more dreamlike, more ethereal, more theory, it's just thought and emotion, things you can't touch, whereas the Wands and the Pentacles are about things that happen in the real world, what people intend to do, their actions. With the Pentacles, what the results is going to be, who's going to be around, what's going to be around, what do you get, what do you lose. So if we think about them in those terms, we will see mostly a fluid message come through for you. But please do not be surprised or shocked if we see something pop up that's totally unrelated from the main reading. It's just a little extra message from Spirit that they also needed to let you know, and it is a perfectly normal thing to happen. And what I do after I pull for each of these, I will then pull a challenge in each of the areas just to see what obstacles might be coming your way or things you may need to be aware of. It's Spirit's way of getting you from where you are to where you're meant to be. And then as usual, I close off with some advice from the universe. These readings run about 10 to 15 minutes long. I don't time them. It's kind of my natural inner timing. Also just the makeup and construct of the spread just takes a certain amount of time. So please don't be upset if somebody gets 14 minutes and another sign gets 16 minutes. It's just the message is what is most important, not the amount of time it takes to deliver the message, okay? I've had some of the most succinct and direct and important and accurate readings be delivered in just a matter of minutes because the energies were just there and they were clear as day. Some take a little bit more energetic entangling, so it may take a little bit longer. But at the end of the day, we all get the message that we need. And don't forget that I do set the intention for your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs. So if your sun sign is not resonating with you, then don't worry about it. Just pop down to the timestamp below, check another placement. I'm sure you'll find yourself in there somewhere. And again, thank you so much for choosing me and trusting me with your energy for your reading today. And I will see you over at your timestamp. Hello Aries, welcome. You are kicking off the readings again as usual. Welcome to your 4 aces. Now if you're ready to rock and roll, so am I. If you are not familiar with the 4 aces, then just pop to the section where I just quickly run through the spread and what it means. If you are familiar, then let's just jump into your Ace of Swords and see what's going on there. Okay, can you please... Whoa. No, we're not going to start like that, Aries. No, not today. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, right. Can we please see Aries and the Ace of Swords? Let's see what's going on your mind, Aries. Let's see what's going on in your mind. We always clarify the Ace of Swords first so we can identify whether or not it's your reading pretty quick. Okay, so let's see Aries and the Ace of Swords. What is Aries thinking about? What's Aries thinking about? Aries and the Ace of Swords. Oh, okay, Queen of Swords. You're talking to yourself a little bit there. Okay, I wonder what about, but let's see. Okay, can we please say Aries, please? Aries. Can we see Aries, please? Aries. Aries. 2 of Cups. Okay, there's a connection on your mind. The Moon. Now, I don't know if this connection is in play, as in you just don't know where they are because you're both at work and you don't live together, or it's there's been some kind of separation. There's someone on your mind, someone in particular. At the moment, they're just a thought, and when you think about them, you don't know what to do or what they're doing. A sense of mystery under the moon. Okay, right. I don't know if you're intending to do something. We'll find that over in the Ace of Wands, but there's something about the truth of a matter between you and somebody else. It's not entirely clear though what it is. So let's go into the Ace of Cups. I'm sure we'll find a little bit more about that down there. Can we please see the Ace of Cups for Aries, please? The Ace of Cups for Aries. The Ace of Cups for Aries, please. The Ace of Cups for Aries. 5 of Swords. Oh, conflicted. The Star. I'm also getting another message while I was shuffling those about this. It's something about this connection has helped you to grow in some way. Whether you realise that or not, I don't know. There has been hurt. Yeah, you are hurt. This person was a wish fulfillment to you at some point, but you're still conflicted over whether or not they are. You don't know whether or not to abandon that wish of being with them and pursue something new or not. There's just a distorted energy here. And I'm saying it's a perception. Now, I'm not saying this person didn't do anything to you. They clearly did. You have the 9 of Wands, okay? There's a little wounded warrior down there, Aries. You have been hurt by something. However, with Swords energy, that tells me that the conflict is something of the mind. So say if it was 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands is more like something that's happened, like an actual competition for something or an actual fight. Hopefully not a fist fight, but it could be a verbal fight, something tangible. The 5 of Swords can be more like a perceived fight, like a perceived hurt or pain. So it could very well be a misunderstanding between you and whoever this is, but you are showing me you have been hurt. But there is part of you in your heart where this person is still desirable to you. They are still part of your wish. You still feel that they're part of your journey there with the star. But you're conflicted over it. For sure. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands, please, for Aries? The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands for Aries, please. The Ace of Wands, please. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, please. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, please. The Ace of Wands for Aries. What's your intention here, Aries? What do you want to do about this? Or what outcome would you like? You might, doesn't mean you're going to go and do something. You might just be waiting on them to do something. Okay, the Ace of Wands. The Emperor. There you are, Aries. Okay, that's good. Oh, the Tower and the Chariot. In all honesty with you, Aries, I think that you are wanting to move on from this. So I'm seeing the Chariot here is moving forward through a Tower moment. But on the other side, coming out even better, because that's you, that's Aries positive is the Emperor. It's very odd that, actually. I've never seen the Chariot positioned that way, but it's right. The Chariot is usually going towards a common goal, but this Chariot seems to be going towards yourself, not towards anyone in particular. So you're kind of determined just to walk away from the Tower. You don't want to come back. You don't want to repair. You don't want to clean it up. At least in your present state, in your heart, you are still going back and forth. So I think where you are at now, I think what I'm seeing is a wand energy of not intent, or what you're actually doing now is you're just kind of riding the storm. You're riding the wave and trusting that on the other side you will come out better for it. I'm not clarifying these, so I don't see really any action taking over the Tower. There's kind of an acceptance over it. You're like, okay, well, I'm just going to keep doing my thing. I'm just going to keep going along my path. Yeah, sure, there's rubble flying all over the place, but I got this. I'm chill. I'm cool. Very, very steady energy there, Aries. I like it, okay? All right, let's see the Ace of Pentacles. What's going on with the Ace of Pentacles for Aries, please? The Ace of Pentacles for Aries. The Ace of Pentacles for Aries, please. Ooh. They're not really liking the shuffles today. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles for Aries, please? The Ace of Pentacles, the outcome here. Oh, okay, we've got the 3 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, and the 4 of Cups. Oh. Well, that seems to be exactly the right thing to do, Aries. I knew you knew what you were doing. Yeah, there has been an ending, but you do reconcile on the other side of this. I'm not entirely sure how, because I see that this person reaches out or has reached out to you in the past, and I don't think it was well received, at least on your end. Switch that as you need to, Aries. But at some point, and I'm sure we'll see in the challenges, because there is at the moment a block. I'm not seeing this 10 as an end, or if it is an end, it's an end of how the connection was into something new, because there is a reconnection here in the future for you with whoever this is. You could be reconnecting with entirely different energy as well. That's also possible for some of you. But for those of you where you are still like this, it looks like a reconnection's coming in. Okay, right. Can we please get some challenges for Aries, please? Some challenges for Aries. Some challenges. It's almost like you think it's over, but it's not. I mean, if you want it to be over, like, the opportunity for reconnection is there. It's up to you if you take it or not, Aries. You have free will. Tarot's not here to tell you what to do. It's just here to show you the possibilities of the issue. Okay, can I please get some challenges there? Can I get some challenges, starting with the Ace of Swords for Aries? Starting with the Ace of Swords. What are your challenges here? I think you're kind of thinking about whether or not you should reach out or connect with this person. At the moment, you're not doing anything, though. You're just, like, letting things lie as they are. Oh, sorry, Aries. Bear with me. That was crazy. These cards kind of do that. There was too many. Normally, I'd take that as a sign that we should pick them all up, but that was way too many, so I'm sorry, Aries, we don't have that much time, but it was definitely our cue to stop shuffling. Oh, okay, Death in reverse. Yeah. Okay, this is like an almost half-severed connection. It's a connection that's severed. I think in reality there has been some distance here. Either physical distance, or you live in the same space but there is an energetical distance. I think that process has to play out. It's not quite finished playing out yet. Death doesn't necessarily mean the end. It means a transformation. It means the end of one thing and the start of another. Now, that doesn't mean the connection is going to break. I think in the moment, Aries, it's kind of a little bit up in the air. It's almost like these cards are saying, yeah, this opportunity or connection can go ignored, or it can come together. We don't know. All we know here is that there is an ending of some kind, and the process of that ending is still in play. Okay, right. Can we please get challenges for the Ace of Cups, please? The Ace of Cups. It's also someone here resisting change as well with that reverse, the reverse death card there. Or the Two of Swords in the upright. You've got to make a decision. Yeah, you're struggling to make a decision about something. You're not really that connected to your heart space. You're trying to make a logical choice. Either that's a good thing or a bad thing for you, Aries, depending on the Aries I'm talking to. Maybe some of you threw yourself in too emotionally to something, and now you're trying to just like make a decision, a logical decision about this connection. Some of you may have gone in too logically and not letting their emotions come through. If that is the case, then you want to make sure you've connected to your emotions, to your heart space before you make that decision. It's going to be one or all of them, Aries, which might be making the decision, or the person you're connected to has to make a decision. The challenge for the Ace of Wands is the Eight of Pentacles on its side. Yeah, which way is this going to go? Which way are you or the other person going to apply some kind of effort? Is it going to be effort just to carry on, mind your own business and go your own way and forge a new path by yourself? Or will it be to stay in the connection and try and build up this tower moment, which is clearly fallen? At the moment, you're just kind of chilling in that in-between space. That's why the Eight of Pentacles is on its side. But at some point, you or this other person, I think it's swinging on this decision here, whether or not we're letting this go or keeping it going, which would be a horrible space to be in there, Aries. I do not empathise you that. Yeah, Two of Pentacles in reverse for the Ace of Pentacles. So there was instability here. There's an attempt to stabilise the situation, but you're doing it separately. The Two of Cups is also can be two energies aligned together, albeit it's a bit like wobbly, but you know, no energy stays in place, and nor should it. It's reversed, so yeah, this is two energies that have drifted apart, and it's difficult at this time to come together. But it could also be a clue that something energetical does actually link you back together. Maybe it's not a case of you having to make a decision. Maybe fate flings you together. You see them at a coffee shop, you see them at a party, you see them at the library or something like that, and that kickstart a reconnection. Otherwise, it seems to be hinging on this decision and whether or not the situation can stabilise itself out or not. So it seems like it's a little bit in the hands of the universe, but also in the hands of whoever the decision maker is in this situation. Not saying the decision maker of the relationship, just of this situation. It's hinging on somebody making a decision. Okay, Aries, sorry, I had to have a little sip there from my Christmas mug. Yeah, we've got Santa's boot today. Okay, right, can we please get some advice for Aries? Advice for Aries, please. Advice for Aries. Can we get some universal advice for Aries, please? Universal advice for Aries, please. Universal advice for Aries. Universal advice for Aries, please. Oh, the Chariot in reverse. We are reversed. It came out reversed. We take it reversed. You know the rules on the channel, guys. There's the Emperor in the upright, the Green Man, and the Ten of Bows responsibility. At some point, one of you or both of you stops just kind of just moving along and actually stops, looks at the situation and takes some responsibility for it, whether it be you or them. Could be you, because I'm getting Aries here. I'm not saying that they're Aries. Could be someone coming towards you with a responsibility or a choice. Okay, so we've got so it came out this way. Apologies, I didn't reverse everything. There we go. Right, okay, so we start with the Archer in reverse, so that's moving forward. This was your energy here because your chart was just like, I'm just going to keep on keeping on. At some point, you either choose to or are forced to stop that process. Okay, then we go into the Green Man, which is the Emperor. So this is you, so it's something coming towards you. Like I said, it's either a decision you've made to actually stop and look at the situation, or something catches your attention to stop and look at the situation. So it could be somebody reaching out to you, and it is about what are we going to do next, responsibility. It's like, do we take on this burden of rebuilding? Do we bring this all together? And I think there's only then and only then that the decision on what you're going to do is actually made. Okay, Aries, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Esotera Tarot, Aries. It's a kind of up in the air reading. I admit I don't really like to readings like that, but I'm not scrapping it because I think it's important, because I think it's this resistance to change that's going on for you or for somebody else that you are attached to, and that's also what's delaying the decision making, whether or not to leave it. And look, we've got the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck there. There's some emotional disconnection going on, both with the decision maker here in the hidden energy, and then the Ace of Pentacles at the top. So there is a chance, there's a chance, but it depends on free will. We all have that divine gift of free will, Aries. It depends on how you use it, how your person uses it, and you get the according outcome. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Hi Taurus, welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are not familiar with the 4 Aces, please go to the timestamp at the beginning of this video where I briefly explained the spread and what it means. For those of you who are familiar, let's just jump into your reading. Okay, starting with the Ace of Swords. Can I please see the Ace of Swords for Taurus, please? The Ace of Swords for Taurus. Can I get the Ace of Swords, please, for Taurus? The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords for Taurus, please. The Ace of Swords. What's coming for Taurus? The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords, here we go. Right, we've got the Nine of Cups, the World, and the Two of Wands. Wow, okay. You're making some moves, making some changes, Taurus. I don't know if anything ended, even though the World is here. I think you're actually looking at what you want your next path to be. Because the Two of Wands here is actually looking at the World, if you can see in that card there. And then literally the next card up on the deck is the World, right? So you're looking at your options, like, so that suggests to me a cycle has closed off for you. But I think that the healing period of that cycle has come to a close, or is coming to a close. You're now looking at redirecting your energy to moving on, and you want to move on to something that is going to really fulfill you. That's not going to send you all topsy-turvy, that's going to keep you emotionally quite stable and content. Okay, right, let's look at what that might be. Let's go into that Ace of Cups. Right, can I get the Ace of Cups, please? The Ace of Cups for Taurus. Sorry, Taurus. That was a bad shuffle. We're doing that one again. Can I please get the Ace of Cups for Taurus, please? That was even worse for Taurus. I don't know what's going on with my shuffling today, guys. It's just kind of gone out the window. You will. Has anyone ever seen a tarot reader progressively get worse at shuffling as they go on? Well, yeah, now's your chance. Right, can I get the Ace of Cups, please? We've got the Eight of Wands, Seven of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yep. You don't want anything coming into your heart space that is going to cause you grief and pain. You are looking at after number one, which is you, Taurus. Anything that comes your way better be good for you, feed you, be productive, and something that grows. If it's not that, it can go. Very wise, Taurus. You're saving yourself a hell of a lot of time. Okay, can I please get the Ace of Wands? Let's go on with the Ace of Wands. What's in Taurus's Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands for Taurus. The Ace of Wands for Taurus, please. The Ace of Wands for Taurus. The Five of Wands, Temperance, and the Eight of Wands. Okay, that's why you're reserving your strength. Someone's coming at you, Taurus, and I don't know why, I don't know who it is. They're coming from a distance, though. A distance in time rather than geography. Or it could have been something that was said a long time ago that you have not let go yet. So I'm seeing communication, time passing, argument. Over what? I don't know. Could be an old argument resurfacing for you again. even after you're careful to keep out this kind of energy. This energy is coming for you anyway, but I think you're prepared for it. I think you know, whether you know consciously or just energetically through your higher self, you know. This is why you're putting all these walls up at the moment. You're fortifying your defenses before the attack. I don't know what it is though. It's good though. You're showing me that you're patient with the process. You're patient with it. You're not, I don't think you're the one chomping at the bit here, Taurus. I think it's the other person. And you meet them with a nice coolness. That's what I'm getting energetically from the cards, at least. This argument, competition or something like that, something that you've got to do, you're kind of gearing yourself up to do it as well for some of you. So some of you, it might be maybe you're applying for a new job, or you're trying a difficult task and you're like, this is going to take me a long time, I need to muster the energy to do this, because the Five of Wands is also competition, so I'm getting a little bit of that as well. This is quite an entangled energy. There's entanglements. I think it's a mix with responsibilities, expectations, things that you want to do versus things that you can't do that you might want to do. And I think that that's why you're now slowly moving out things that aren't serving you, because you're tired of unnecessary obstacles to get you to where it is that you want to be. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please, for Taurus? The Ace of Pentacles for Taurus. What's really the Ace of Pentacles? The Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Death. Okay, I got it before. This kind of explains a lot now. Yeah, this Five of Wands, I think, is a mixture of different things that have happened to you recently, particularly this year, Taurus. Disappointments, people saying one thing, behaving another way, basically just being let down. Always having to have some kind of aggravation. It starts off really well, starts off really balanced, and then it nosedives. And it's just showing me it's always fine, and then it's not fine. How do I know when it's going to be fine? How do I know fine? You're trying to refine those skills about you now, Taurus, which is basically discernment. So that's why you're doing this with your heart. You're not letting anything in unless it already proves to you that it can do the things it says. Because I think you've had a lot of people in your life, or maybe one particular energy in your life, that have said one thing and done another, and the other thing that they did was not something that you'd agreed upon, expected, or wanted. And you're like, none of that. You're looking for partnership, not somebody who's going to be one-upping you all the time, or blowing you hot and cold all the time, or creating any kind of conflict, because you don't want the headaches. You don't want the mental anguish of having to deal with that. You, in your heart space, Taurus, you want peace, Four of Swords. Oh, here's the deck. Okay, right. And then over endings as well. You've either had one significant ending or a few endings come in. Okay, can I please see the challenges for Taurus, please, under each? The challenges for Taurus, starting with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords for Taurus, please. Oh, yeah, Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's a soul connection here that's been severed. Or not in play, or at a distance, or there's a discord or something like that. Okay, you're probably looking at maybe who your next soul connection can be. You want them to be someone who's straightforward with you, not somebody who's going to bring chaos. Okay, can I get the Ace of Cups, please? This one. The Hermit. Yeah, you're spending some time on your own. You're distancing yourself. It might be a bit of a challenge for some of you if you're quite social and you're used to being out there and maybe dating a lot or talking to loads of people or things. But you're showing me you're saving yourself for somebody who can actually step up and prove the things that they're doing or say that they will do. You're not really taking people just at face value anymore. You're like, I'm going to stop moving towards them and wait for them to come to me and see what they got. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands there, please? Yeah, Two of Cups. Yeah, it's between you and these other energies. There's either one particular energies, or this is a pattern of energies that you keep recurringly attracting. So you're looking at how you make connections, the type of people you make connections to, and being extremely selective on who you let in, which is brilliant, Taurus. And then for the Ace of Pentacles, the Moon in reverse. Okay, interesting. Something's going to reveal itself to you soon, Taurus. About this whole situation, I think it's something for you, like a message. Could be another emerging energy. Again, I am not clarifying. But it's on the surface of things, because the Hermit is actually in the moon. It's actually something that you are revealing to yourself from your deeper subconscious, which is going to help you on your next leg of your journey and help you keep unhelpful energies out and helpful energies in. Wrong deck. Okay, can we please get some universal advice for Taurus, please? Some universal advice for Taurus. Universal advice for Taurus, please. Universal advice for Taurus. Universal advice for Taurus, please. Universal advice for Taurus. On to this one. Knight of Arrows. 7 of Stones. And the Ace of Cups. Okay, there is new love coming in. Sorry, I've got an itchy eye. Sorry, Taurus. There's new love coming in, but only after you've healed out this one. Or this cycle that you're in. Don't rush in too fast. When it comes in, you'll be tempted, but don't. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, 7 of Stones, which is the 7 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Now, the 7 of Stones in this card is extremely interesting. One of my favourites, actually, because it's actually using the 7 of Pentacles in the traditional tarot is looking at your investments, what you've invested in, how you've used your time, things like that, whether or not to keep bothering investing, expectations, waiting. This isn't a card of waiting, no. This is a card of investing in yourself. It's healing. In yourself and your own healing abilities and others, and taking a little bit of a rest. Also handing some of your healing over to the universe there. After the Knight of Arrows, I think you've got the Nine of Swords here. You've been just so much thinking over this, so much thinking over it. You need to just calm that down and just be in your body and chill, okay? The new love will come in when your heart space opens again and is totally cleared and flushed out of any toxic patterns or anything like that. Then you can call someone in to fit in towards what you love. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be a situation. It could be a job. It could be a plan, a theory. I'm unsure. But whatever it is that you're after, whatever it is that you want is coming in. But once you do, you're on the path at the end of the day. You're on the right path to your healing. Just carry on. Keep yourself to yourself. Focus on you, and what you want will come in. Anyway, Taurus, I'm going to have to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Esotera Tarot, Taurus, and until the next one, take care. Okay, next up we've got Gemini. Hi Gemini. So I'm just tidying away Taurus's cards. I will timestamp this out, so you will most likely not see it, but thank you for joining me nonetheless. If you are Taurus waiting to just hear the Gemini reading and you've got some placements, thanks for chilling with me here in the Zen Den. If you're a Gemini who for some reason just decided to pop their head in early, then welcome. Okay, we're almost there, guys. I'll be right with you, and your reading will begin now. Hi Gemini, welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are not familiar with the 4 Aces, there is a timestamp section at the beginning of this video where I explain the spread and what it means. For those of you who are familiar, let's just jump straight in and check out your Ace of Swords. Can I please see the Ace of Swords for Gemini, please? The Ace of Swords for Gemini. The Ace of Swords for Gemini, please. The Ace of Swords for Gemini. Ace of Swords for Gemini, please. The Ace of Swords for Gemini. The Ace of Swords for Gemini. The Ace of Swords for Gemini, please. The Ace of Swords for Gemini. 2 of Swords. Okay. 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups was... No, it wasn't there. It was somewhere else. Sorry, ignore me, Gemini. 10 of Pentacles. Okay, this is about your stability within a connection. It's become a little bit unstable. You've gone straight into your head and closed off your heart space to somebody, or it could be just somebody who is literally in your immediate family. It doesn't have to be a lover, it could be a family member. So someone in your immediate family, household, close relatives, close friendship networks, community. No wider than that. You're in your head about it quite a bit, and you're just go, nope, not now, not today. I don't think you're saying not ever, you're just saying not today. Okay, right, let's see then, Gemini, what's going on in that little heart space of yours, my precious gems. Can you show me Gemini's Ace of Cups, please? Gemini's Ace of Cups. Gemini's Ace of Cups, please. What's going on in that heart of yours? What is it that you actually want out of this? Right, can I get the Ace of Cups? What's in your heart about this? What's in your heart? Ace of Cups, please. The 4 of Wands, the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Somebody's trying to tell you something, but you don't want to hear it, or vice versa. It is to do with the connection, Four of Wands. You're like, nope, no, I don't want to listen to that, no. And I don't want to call you out here, Gemini. I do feel like it's your energy. You're like, no, because every time I pull for you, it's closed off, go away, don't come near me, go. But somebody wants to talk to you about your commitment to them, or vice versa, about the connection. And how stable it is. It's about the stability of the connection here. But at the moment, you're not telling me no forever, you're just saying not now. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands? Or it could be them. Reverse these energies as you see fit, Gemini. Alright, can I see the Ace of Wands there in Gemini's energy? The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands in Gemini's energy. Oh, yeah. Don't sweep it under the rug. Do not do that. Don't do it. There's going to be a temptation to sweep this under the rug, to forget about it, just be like, do you know what, let's just hop back on the horse and keep going. Don't do that. It's just going kicking the can down the road. It comes up again. Whatever this was, comes up again. I mean, it does work fine when you're like, do you know what, let's just forget about it, let's just drop it and just carry on. Works for a little while, but it hits another bump in the road about the same thing later on down the line. I can see why you don't want to talk about it. Or they don't want to talk about it. Someone really does not want to talk about something. They just want to carry on. It's just, no, it doesn't matter. Three of Pentacles, cooperation. They're building together. Six of Wands, feeling great about it. Whew, we almost went south there, didn't we? And then it comes up again. I don't know what the situation was, but it comes up again. It's just showing me it's not a good idea. I mean, maybe you spoke to this person too early before you were ready, Gemini, because you're the one who's saying not now. Right, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles for Gemini. The Ace of Pentacles. The Tower. The Knight of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. I mean, this is never set in stone. Energy changes on the penny, Gemini. But if you continue with this plan, it's going to end up in a Tower moment. Of not saying anything, of not speaking your truth, of just going forwards regardless. Just being like, yeah, do you know what? Let's just give each other a second chance without discussing what happened. It just ends in heartbreak and towers. I know it's hard to bring up these things, Gemini, but we do that to prevent heartbreaks and towers. And I think it might be something you might want to consider with this one. No, we're not doing that one yet. We're doing the challenges. Right, can I bring some challenges in for Gemini, please? Sorry. Sounds really bad, doesn't it? Like I want to give you a challenge. No, let's find out what there are, if there are any. Okay, challenges for Gemini, please. Starting with the Ace of Swords. Nope, that one? No, that can't possibly be. Right, okay, can we please get the some challenges for Gemini? Okay, this one. Unhappy. Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, of course you're unhappy. I think the key to this, Gemini, is entangling your happiness from whatever this person's doing. We do that when we're attached. It's not judgment, Gemini. It's very, very human and very normal. It's very normal to say normal. It's common, not normal. It's common and not healthy. That depending on what that person's mood is, not detects. What's the word I'm looking for? Predicts your mood. So if someone treats you badly, you're in a bad mood all day. If someone treats you well, you're in a good mood all day. And you really don't want to leave your moods to the whim of somebody else and what they're going to do, because people are unpredictable. And you showed me this person's... You don't really understand what it is that they're doing, so your energies are like this at the moment. Happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad. We don't want that. There's no, your emotional management's a little bit all over the place, so you want to turn that on its head and become a little bit more grounded. Then you do that by focusing on yourself. Okay, can I get the Ace, or it could be your other person. Could I get the Ace of Cups, please? Yeah, not talking. The King of Cups reversed, or misunderstandings, or not wanting to speak, or not wanting to sort it out. It seems whatever this is, because the Queen's open to talking, the King isn't. One of you wants to talk about something, the other one doesn't. The best thing to do in that situation is just not say anything at all. Just let it lie. All right, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? Temperance in reverse. I thought this might be an issue. That's what it is. It's the temptation to just carry on. To just carry on trying to build on unbalanced energy. Because it's not balanced. Temperance is in reverse. Temperance also points to time. So it could be you just rushing back into a reconnection with whoever this is. And yeah, slow it down. Slow it down. That is going to be a challenge for you. And then the Ace of Pentacles. I say when this comes in, when this starts resolving. At the moment there's distance, and that distance is needed. But that's going to be taken off pause soon. And you will have to interact. So just don't be tempted to go, oh, let's just forget about it. Like, you've got to talk about it. I'm not saying bring it up all the time incessantly and still be talking about it 7 years later. But you need to have a conversation at least once to see how you're going to move forwards. And yeah, High Priestess in reverse. Somebody's not connected to their intuition here. Somebody's not connected to their intuition, or you are connected to it but you don't trust it. So if it's going off in your gut, Gemini, listen to your gut always. Okay, can we get some universal advice, please, for Gemini? Some universal advice. Universal advice, please, for Gemini. Universal advice. Universal advice. Whoa! Okay, these in the cup. Okay, we've got the Emperor, we've got the Two of Cups, and we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this could be cleared up with with communication, but both of you have to be willing to communicate. One of you is, one of you isn't. The one who is, you just got to exercise some patience. The one who isn't is going to be tempted just to sweep this under the rug and not talk about it. You can't let them get away with that. Now, if you are connecting with an immature communicator, you then have two options. You either wait for them to grow up and have conversations, or you move on and find someone who can. Because if you can't communicate, there's no foundation. Just towers. Primary reason towers come down, because usually communication. So it could go either way here for you, Gemini, but I do really hope that the reading helped regardless, because I'm going to have to close it there. But thank you so much for joining me here at Esotera Tarot. I know I do hate leaving them in the air, I do, but it's going to be like an either or kind of situation. I mean, this is for the next 7 days, which is not too long a cooling off period. I do see you in the cooling off periods, but it will come to a close one way or another. Please use your comments below and give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Esotera Tarot, and until next time, Gemini, take care. Hi Cancer, and welcome to your 4 Aces reading. Sorry for the little time warp. I just freshened up the energies in the room and now we're ready to start your reading. For those of you who are familiar with the 4 Aces, we're going to start with your Ace of Swords and clarify that with the tarot. For those of you who are unfamiliar, there's a little timestamp at the beginning of the video where I just very quickly run through the spread and what it means. And then you pop back here for the rest of your reading. And if that's good with you, Cancer, I'm good too. Let's jump in and begin. Okay, can we please see the Ace of Swords for Cancer? Let's see what's on your mind. What are you thinking about? The Ace of Swords for my cool crabs, please. The Ace of Swords. What's going on with Cancer? Cancer, the Ace of Swords, please. Ace of Swords for Cancer. The Ace of Swords for Cancer, please. The Ace of Swords for Cancer. The Ace of Swords for Cancer. The Ace of Swords, please. The Fool. The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups has been all over the readings so far. I think everyone's got it. And the Tower. Okay. Something happened with the connection. I don't know exactly what. Kind of came down. The Tower's also been in all of the readings at some point as well. So you're starting a new path. I don't know, with this other energy or without it. I'm getting with it. You're connected to something new and you're like, okay, I'm going to go for this. But it's come almost just after something else has fallen. You're then connecting your energy to something or someone new. But you're like, I'll happily go my way. You're not bothered either way. Okay. Right, can I get the Ace of Cups, please? The Ace of Cups. I'm getting a Tower with a connection, though. So I don't know if you've ended a connection and you're starting a new connection, or a connection has ended and you're connected onto something new, but it's not someone, it's something. Okay, can I get the Ace of Cups, please? Three of Cups. Okay, yeah, there are other energies involved. The Four of Cups and the Empress. Oh, no. Well, yes and no. So you brought this tower down, but you did it because you were empowered to do so, which showed me that you've actually stopped a repetitive cycle in your life. You're like, no, I'm standing my ground this time. I'm going to bring this tower down because it needs to come down. This person who was involved in this tower moment with you, Cancer, is still orbiting your energy. But you're determined to have a good time. It be with others. I think with others. I'm not saying you're throwing yourself about and out there, Cancer. But if you are, you do you, my love. No judgment here. But you're like, no, I just want to have a good time. I just want positive feelings, positive energies. Leave them in their tower over there. I'm better than this, and I'm walking away and I'm going towards something amazing. Okay, I have a feeling there's a third energy. Not connected to them, connected to you, but let's see. Okay, can you see the Ace of Wands? I don't know if you're aware of this energy though. I'm not clarifying, so it's hard for me to say. Right, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? Ace of Wands. Can I get the Ace of Wands? What is it that you want out of this situation? What's your intentions here? Your intentions here, Cancer. Ace of Wands for Cancer, please. Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. Okay. The Six of Wands. Yeah, you're going. The Six of Cups, Six of Swords, Nine of Swords. Yeah, you're going, you're gone. Not to say it doesn't still bother you though. It still bothers you that this happened, whatever it was. But you're taking distance from it, from whoever this was, because on this line, the middle line here, Cancer, we've got the Two of Cups, we've got the Four of Cups, we've got the Six of Swords. That is you gradually moving away from another energy. At first, trying to block them out emotionally, and then actually mentally moving on for them, and you feel great. Every step you take away from this person, the better you feel. You're going from the Nine of Swords to the Six of Wands. So this is overthinking, despair, depression, darkness. You move on to victory, light, hope, fun, achievement. Beautiful. I really hope they see you doing it, Cancer. And can we get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. What's going on under the Ace of Pentacles here? The Ace of Pentacles for Cancer. The Ace of Pentacles, please. The Ace of Pentacles for Cancer. Yeah, there you go, Cancer. There you go. There you go. There you go. And there's your, you got the Hermit and the High Priestess. Jeez. That's some powerful healing energy there, Cancer. You are graduating. You're leveling up and you are moving on, all the way on. And we've got the World at the bottom of the deck, closed off a cycle. Yeah, that's just what I said. A cycle of behaviours. You're not putting up with any bullshit anymore. You're like, no, if you're going to bring bullshit, you can take it on with you. Thank you. I'm off to the good times. I'm off to the good life. See you later. Bye-bye. Nice. I've never seen, not never, but very rarely see such an empowered exit and you taking full ownership of the tower. You're like, yeah, Lydia, I did that. I did that. That was me. Yeah. Watch me go. Watch me break unhealthy patterns. Yeah. I'm not being stuck in my head. I ain't got time for that. I'm going to go for joy. I'm choosing joy this time. Good for you, Cancer. Good for you. Okay, let's bring up some challenges. Because there always are some, Cancer, even when it's a good times, okay? Right, can I get some challenges for Cancer, please? Starting with the Ace of Swords. Challenges. One more shuffle. Yep, challenges. Oh, okay, there we go. That's why we wanted one more shuffle for Swords. Getting back into alignment. I don't know what this energy was, who this energy was, but they just made you feel a bit off. You weren't feeling yourself. You weren't jiving with it. Maybe you tried to jive with it. You tried to align with it, and you were just like, it's just not me. It's just not me. I can get the Ace of Cups, please. The Queen of Wands in reverse. No, that's not it. That's not the case. At some point, even when you were breaking away from this energy or during when you were in this energy, you just felt so, I don't want to say unattractive. Maybe some of you did feel unattractive in some way. Like, why didn't they want me? Why didn't this work? It's like a disempowerment. But you took that power back. You're the Empress. So this is the Queen of Wands. She attracts what she wants in, but she also rejects what she doesn't want. And that in turn is a powering move. And in reverse, it's you rejecting what you don't want. So like, this is just not, again, it's just something about the frequency between the both of you. It just doesn't match. And you felt that. but you're also, a part of you is doubting it as well. Like, did I do the right thing? Should I have done this? Was this for me? Absolutely it was for you. The Six of Wands told me, and so did the Three of Wands. Okay, and you're there, your major arcana, the High Priestess is there, Cancer energy. You're doing this for you, and you actually come way back to yourself by Hermit energy, Virgo energy. If any of you have strong Virgo placements, do check that reading. Okay, you challenge for the Ace of Wands. Yeah, Three of Swords in reverse. I think this did hurt you, but I think what you've done is avoided full heartbreak. So there is some healing that needs to be done. And the healing process is about to begin for you. But it actually seems like quite a joyful one, full of lots of self-love and care. And also learning from this experience as well. It's making you wiser and actually moving you more towards something that's more aligned with you. And for the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, finding your happiness again. You're on a journey to yourself, back to your own abundance, your own happiness, your own sense of fulfillment. And that is also coming in for you from an external source, because I'm sensing a third energy around the table, but I don't see it too solidly here in the cards, which tells me it's something or someone a little bit of a way off. You need to go through this process first, Cancer. Okay, that one felt very short, but you've been very, very clear. As I explained in the segment, for those of you who watch the segment where I go through the reading, some of the readings are a little bit shorter than others because some energies come through so clear, it's just easy, like, yeah, I know what that is. Whereas with others, it's a little bit more enmeshed, a little bit more entangled. Yours has been pretty clear here though, Cancer. I'm pretty happy with it. It's just you taking a choice to be you, to learn from your mistakes, not to repeat those mistakes. You're actually processing and internalizing what happened, and you're using that wisdom to propel you forward into a brighter tomorrow, which is beautiful. Okay, can I please get some universal advice for Cancer, please? Universal advice for Cancer. Ooh. Universal advice for Cancer, please. Universal advice for Cancer. Universal advice for Cancer, please. Universal advice for Cancer. Universal advice for Cancer, please. Whoa! Did you see that one? I'm flying. Queen of Wands reversed. Queen of Wands reversed, yeah. Okay. We've got the King of Stones reversed. Are we reversed here? No, we're not. Can we get a few more shuffles, please? We've got the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You've got the Six of Wands here. Wow, wow, wow. You're not stable at the moment, Cancer. You want to be more stable within yourself and then how you feel. Yeah, reversed again with the Great Bear, which is justice. But it's also justice tied in with, it's like a bit like having trials ahead of you. There's things going ahead of you that you do not yet see, but these are things for you. You're actually aligning with great energies here. Even though at the moment you've got your King of Stones and your Queen of Wands in reverse, that means that your stability is somehow, there's some things you want to get done just for you that have not happened yet. It involves some kind of trial, or going through something that might be quite difficult but definitely worthwhile, that is coming in but it hasn't come in yet. And I think that once that process is complete is when this third energy that I'm sensing might start to become a little bit more solid and may actually present itself in your 3D reality. At the moment I think it's just a wide circling energy to you, and you have made the right choice of breaking away from whatever this is and going on your own path to do something that is just for you, and then the new lesson begins. But hopefully it's one of the nice lessons where you actually get the thing that you want and you learn how to be happy within abundance. Okay, Cancer, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. Oh look, yeah, sorry, we've got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck and the hidden energy for the universal advice. What did we say, Cancer? There's another person out there for you, or opportunity, or whatever it is you were gunning for here. Sorry, Cancer, I'm going to have to leave the reading there. No, that's a little sneak peek, but you're just going to have to come back to find out more, my loves, aren't you? Thank you so much for watching, and if the reading helped and resonated with you, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up. It really helps the channel, and I love your energy and your support here, Cancer. Thank you very much for watching me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Okay, next up we have Leo. Hello, my lovely Leos. I'm just clearing away Cancer's cards. I'll be with you in a second, my darlings. Thank you for chilling with me here in the no man's land that I call card cleanup. Okay, let's get you all straightened out, ready for our lovely Leos to come in. Hello Leo, welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the 4 Aces, there's a little timestamp section at the beginning of the video where I run through it all. For those of you who are familiar, let's just jump into your Ace of Swords. And the intention is set for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So if the reading isn't resonating, then just jump down to one of your other placements in the timestamp. Okay, can I please see the Ace of Swords for Leo, please? The Ace of Swords for Leo. Ooh. There we go. The Ace of Swords for Leo, please. The Ace of Swords for Leo. What's on your mind, Leo? What are you thinking about? The Ace of Swords for Leo, please. The Ace of Swords for Leo. The Ace of Swords for Leo, please. 7 of Swords. 10 of Cups. Queen of Cups. False love. That's what you're thinking about. Someone or something, doesn't have to be a person, came at you with amazing energy, right? Super into you, really vibing it. Something's off though. You know something's off. You might not be able to pin it exactly what's off. Something is off. You're like, my radar it's not settling. They look good, they smell good, they might taste good. Something's off. Something's not right. Something is... but what is it? What is it, though? What's making you unsure? What's making you uncertain? Okay. Right. Can I get the Ace of Cups? So that's either you being a little bit paranoid, Leo, or it's your gut telling you something is off. Normally it's your gut. But you're good to sit and think on it a little bit and just make sure it's not fear-based. So let's go into the heart space and see what's going on for you there, Leo. Can I see the Ace of Cups, please? The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups, Temperance, 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. You're not feeling it, Leo. You're not feeling it. You're questioning whether or not to invest. You're finding investment in whatever this to be heavy. It doesn't seem to be improving with time. Temperance. Could also be pointing to Sag season, but Temperance, which is where we currently are. Sag season. At the time of this recording, this is timeless whenever you're listening to this. You're struggling with investment there. You're like, is this my rainbow? Is this my happy ever after? You're struggling with that decision. You're giving it time though. You're trying not to rush. So I think whoever this is, you're still engaging with them. There's still an energetic exchange. But for you, you're like, not sure. Because something is off. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands there, please? But I'm going to ask this Ace of Wands, can we see the other person's intent, please, for Leo? Can we see the other person's intent under the Ace of Wands? Can we see the other person's intent? I think I've seen enough of yours, Leo, that you want to invest, but there's something stopping you. So can we see the other person's intent towards Leo, please? The other person's intent towards Leo. Yeah, there you go. 6 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the Tower. Yeah, this is not good. This is not a good connection. I'm sorry. You called it, Leo. You called it. This person is for selfish gains. Queen of Pentacles is on the surface very loving and giving energy, but she is primarily a receiving energy. She's not a giving energy. So this person is expecting to receive something. I expect the person has also come out of something as well. Whether they've told you that or not, I don't know. They've experienced their own Tower moment. So they're in a frame of mind of anything for me. It's just for me. I only want things for me. They're not really intending to give very much because for them it's a personal risk. Doesn't seem to be personal, Leo, to you. It seems to be based on their personal history, and it looks like they are it is mentally disconnected. They're kind of off over there somewhere still. So I think that they might still be healing out something else that ended for them, so it kind of is distorting their connection with you in some way. I mean, this doesn't have to be they've left a lover and you're now their new lover. It could be they could have fallen out with a friendship group, so they're a little bit distracted, so they're not really investing in you. Or it could be literally what I said, they've just left one relationship and now they're with you, they can't really invest in you. It seems to be they've got a lot of healing that they need to do on their side of things before they can actually connect in a equal give and take relationship at this time. And that is what your nervous system is sensing from them. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please, for Leo? The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, please. The Ace of Pentacles. Now we're back to Leo's energy, please. The Ace of Pentacles. I want the outcome here for Leo. Best possible outcome. What can happen for Leo? For Leo, please. The Ace of Pentacles for Leo. For Leo. For Leo, please. For Leo, what's the The Ace of Pentacles for Leo, please. The Ace of Pentacles for Leo. The Hermit, yeah. Page of Pentacles and the King of Swords. I'm sorry, my darlings. This one seems to be another karmic lesson for you. I just see the connection drifts. I believe they're the one who drifts before you. And that makes sense. Leo's incredibly loyal. Even if you know it's not right, you'll give it a chance. They are very detached. Again, I'm not getting it's personal to you. They're so mentally somewhere else. King of Swords, that's detachment. But this Page of Pentacles and the Hermit, I believe, is your energy. This is you learning from what just happened after the detachment of whoever this is. And you going, oh, right, so that's why, okay, it makes sense now. So maybe at some point you find out, if you don't already know, about this tower moment that your person experienced in the past. That will come to light at some point. And then you actually go into this beautiful healing energy there, Leo. It's very quiet, not like you at all. I don't see any fire or rage coming from you. Not saying that you are uncontrollable or anything like that, Leo. But fire signs in general have the tendency to lean in towards those more passionate energies, right? And I'm not saying it's not going to be hurtful. I'm not going to say you're not going to be upset. What I am saying is you are open to learning from the experience to move that forward into other connections. Not a great one, Leo. I'll admit, I don't like giving you these messages, but it's part of my soul contract to do so and to do so accurately, and I stick to that. But you go straight to Hermit. Without really kicking and screaming, you're not chasing them, you're keeping your dignity there, you're like, yeah, okay, I'm just going to learn from this and move on. Okay, can we get some challenges for Leo? Not that Leo doesn't have enough. Okay, challenges in each of the areas, starting with the Ace of Swords, please. Challenges for each. For Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. For Leo, please. For Leo. For Leo. For Leo. The Hanged Man on its side. Yeah, this person has been hot and cold with you. It's been on and off, on and off, on and off. And that's where you are sensing that there's something wrong. Maybe they've not been on and off with you in the physical. Maybe they've been still turning up in person. But their energy with you at least is hot and cold. They've been trying to pause and pause, pause and pause, pause and pause with their thinking because of this tower they've experienced in the recent past. So I realise I'm holding my mug in a very weird way. But it's okay. We can do these things on Esotera Tarot. We can be a bit weird. It's fine. Right, can we get the Ace of Cups, please? Challenge for the Ace of Cups. You've got 2. Yeah. You know. You're on point with it, Leo. Your intuition's turned on over this commitment. 4 of Wands. So you've known it's time to kind of call it quits on this for a little while. However, you haven't. The 4 of Wands can also, it's number 4, can also be stuck. Your energy's kind of stuck over it. Again, like I said, clinging, and not that you're being clingy, but like your heart might still be there because, you know, Leos have a very loyal heart. Once you identify someone or something that you want to align yourself to, it's very hard to unalign yourself with it. But you'll get there, Leo. You will. You're already questioning it anyway. I'm not getting this was a particularly deep connection. Maybe someone you've seen a short while. That your intuition has you questioning the connection. Listen to it, Leo. It's, even though it's going to be a very challenge for you to do so. The Ace of Wands, yeah, the 7 of Swords. So with the 7 of Swords, this is just confirming that this is. I don't think the deception. Again, I'm not seeing it's personal from whoever this is. Although I know it's not easy to hear that or accept that. But it is a deceptive energy from them that you are picking up. They're trying to mask something about themselves that is making them so they are unable to connect to you from an authentic place. Now, if you'd met them at a different time when this tower was a bit less recent for them, it probably would have been a different story. I'm not seeing wildly incompatible energies here. What I'm saying is at least one energy is just not in the right place at the moment to fully give everything. And the Ace of Pentacles, the challenge, 7 of Pentacles. Do you invest in this? What do you invest in now if you're not investing in them? Also, the challenge of their investment is very minimal at best. Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, and the hidden energies, karmic lessons and ties. Okay, let's jump into the universal advice, please. The universal advice for Leo. The universal advice for Leo. There's also going to be a little bit of time that passes before you find anything that really piques your interest again, Leo. The universe has done that on purpose because you need time to heal this out. Because I have a feeling this might be A, connected to a broader pattern of attachment to you, and B, a great opportunity for you to grow internally for yourself. So the universe just wants to give you a little bit of space at this time for you to look at investing into you. Okay, can I please get some universal advice? So, that was Lydia's advice, and then also a little bit of a download I got from this section here. For now, I'm going to get off my soapbox and let the universe have a word with you directly. Okay, can we please get some universal advice for Leo, please? Universal advice for Leo. Go! Okay. Yeah, okay, so we've got the 9 of Cups in reverse and happiness. You've got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, which is great. And then we have the Moon. So something within you, Leo, is actually very liberating to this situation. I have a feeling you had a perpetual cycle of disappointments. Constantly connecting to people who aren't ready or in bad spaces or things like that. However, they might reassure you, oh, I'm fine, I'm over it, or they're not. So over time, this has just emptied your cups. It's also made you question your own emotions. Are you the crazy one? No, you're not the crazy one. This is a timing issue, not a you issue, Leo. That's about to change. 5 of Stones in reverse. 5 of Stones is about ongoing feeling of lack or loss. That's reversing now. Your cup is being filled up initially by you. Okay? So we've got the Hermit on the table. But then the Moon shows up. The Moon hides things. Okay, there's always something hiding behind the Moon. But all I can see is whatever behind this is behind it. As you fill up your cup, you move towards something that's currently in a hidden energy. Could be another person, could be another situation. It could even be from your subconscious self. But the answer comes from going within first. There's a journey within that you are about to take, but it's going to lead you in the 3D to somewhere pretty beautiful. It usually always does. Okay, Leo. I'm going to have to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. A heavy one today, Leo. It was a heavy one, but I like to give these messages because I can see that there's something on the other side of this. It's going to be great for you, but at the moment the universe just wants you to focus on you and your healing, and when the time is right, something else will be brought in, and whatever's hidden under that moon will be revealed. Anyway, Leo, please give the video a little thumbs up if you liked it and it helped you. I really appreciate your energy and taking time to chill with me here in the Zen Den, Leo. And until the next time, guys, take care. Okay, next up we've got Virgo. Hello, my lovely Virgo. Sorry, guys, I am just clearing away Leo's cards. I will be with you in a second. Thank you for chilling with me here in no man's land. Okay, right. Clean up before Virgo comes. Virgo likes things just so. I know, because I am one. Okay. Hi Virgo, welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the 4 Aces, please go to the timestamp at the beginning of the video where I run through the spread and what it means. For those of you who are familiar, then we're just going to jump straight into your Ace of Swords. And don't forget, the intention for this reading is for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So if it's not resonating with you, Virgo, just jump through the timestamps below and check one of your other placements. Okay, can I please get the Ace of Swords for Virgo, please, for Virgo? Virgo, whoa, what was that, Virgo? That was weird. Okay, have a shuffle for Virgo, please, for our lovely Virgos. Thank you. Let's finish what we start, Virgo. Finish what we start. Okay, can you please show me Virgo's Ace of Swords? What's on Virgo's mind at the moment? Virgo, Ace of Swords. Virgo, Ace of Swords, please. Ace of Swords for Virgo. Virgo, please. Virgo, for Virgo, please. Ace of Swords for Virgo, please. Okay, we're ready. 6 of Wands. 6 of Swords. Ace of Wands. Okay, you have made a very sudden decision to move on from something and you feel really good about it. You believe you're on the path to victory. I think you're right. I do. Sudden. You're just like, oh my God, okay, that's it. I got the answer. Let's go. And your mind has shifted from being in one direction straight into a different direction. Now, I don't know if you were connected to someone over there and you're moving away over here, or maybe you had some plan in your head, a business plan, and you're like, that's not going to work, but this will work. Not that, but this. It's that energy. And then you're like, yeah, oh my God, that's so much better. Okay. Sorry for holding my mug so weird. I tend to with the boot. It's very tempting to grab it like this, rather than like this. I don't know, I just like it. Yeah, a bit weird. Well, that's fine. We're a bit weird today. Can I get the Ace of Cups for Virgo, please? What's going on in that heart of yours, Virgo? What's going on there? What's going on, Virgos? What's going on? What's going on? The World. Okay, you're ending a cycle. Good, good. Okay, yeah, so you're trying a different approach. You've got it. Right, to something. Seven of Cups and the Page of Wands. You don't know what you're doing, but you're happy to participate anyway. I like that. You're like, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done it this way before. I don't know what the result's going to be, but you can't continue doing things the way you were. That's the only thing that you know. So you're open to it. You're happy to it. You're like, yeah, okay, let's just do it. Let's just give it a try. And see what happens. But what you're doing is definitely different to what you used to. So that's why there's a little bit of like, oh, I'm uncertain. And there's lots of different options for you to choose from, because anything but the old way. Because that was not giving you what you wanted. Seems like the new way will, though. Oh, well, let's go here to Wands. I mean, for an earth sign, you have hardly any pentacles on the table here. Virgo, that shows me that you are not in your familiar energy. That can always be a good or a bad thing. In this case, I think it's a good thing. I do. You actually go more into Wands energy, fire energy. So if you have any fire placements, embrace those strengths at this time as well. And yeah, we've got Swords and Water, they're balanced. So yes, fire seems to be dominant for you in this journey of yours. So there's a fire energy around you, but like not the chaotic fire, the nice, warm, comforting hearth fire, which is the season we're in. That's the type of fire that Sagittarius is. It's like a homely, hearth-warming fireplace. Whereas Leo is more like, you know, a bonfire, I'd say. Aries, it's like a firework. Right, can I get... That's just me. That's my personal interpretation. Right, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, please. The High Priestess. The Devil. Oh, this is an interesting energy, Virgo. What is this? So there was another energy involved in this. Okay. Got it. Got the message. And Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it was unstable. It was unstable. You knew it was unstable. Your heart and your soul told you it was unstable. So you decided to follow your intuition instead of trying to stick around and fix it, which might have been what you'd have done in the past. You're like, no, I'm not doing that. You're still carrying the energy with you a little bit, but that's normal. And Virgo, you're releasing something here, but you're stepping really into High Priestess energy, which is like the wisdom of self. And you're doing it quite quietly. You're not making a big show and dance of leaving this energy that you were attached to or detaching from it. You want to overcome any unsteady energies in the future as well. So you're taking this as a life lesson just to catapult you somewhere else, which is cool. Right, can we get the Ace of Pentacles here, please? The Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. You're also trusting yourself again. You're trusting your higher wisdom. And now, if it's something you're not used to doing, then that is absolutely fantastic and a huge, huge milestone for you, Virgo. Congratulations. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Strength and the Ten of Cups. You're leaving it up to time and chance. You're handing it over to the universe. I mean, I'm not saying you're sitting there going, okay, universe, I'm just going to lay here and watch TV. You deliver me everything I want. I'm not going to chase my dreams or my goals because it's pointless. No. You're not doing that, no. You're doing your part. You're being authentic to who you are. You're getting out in the world. You're trying to do your thing. Six of Wands told me, and so did the High Priestess. When it comes to leaving it to the universe via the Wheel of Fortune, trust in yourself and trust in the process. Ten of Cups, you know you've got your happiness out there somewhere. You do want to go and find it, but you're not going finding it by the traditional means. So, for example, if you are wanting love, you're thinking, I'm not going on dating apps. I'm just going to go and live my life, and if the universe crosses my path with someone else's, then I'm open. Something like that. It's hard for you to do that though, Strength. It's hard for you to do that because, especially for Virgos who like a lot of high degree of control. Again, not a criticism. I am a Virgos. All signs have their positive and negative. So while Virgos are highly detailed and can get stuff done and very, very good at delegating and managing and organising, on the negative, in the low vibe, that can be control. So I think what you're trying to do is release control and expectations on anything and just be like, let's just see what happens. And you seem quite content to do that. I'm not saying you're deliriously happy skipping down the road. You're content to do that. You're like, okay. You're emotionally quite balanced and in check. Whereas low vibe Virgo would be freaking out at letting the universe have its say. You know, you're not doing that. You're actually very, very hopeful for the future and feeling really good about it. Okay, I'm going to draw some challenges for you now, Virgo, in each of these areas, starting with the Ace of Swords. Okay, can we please see the Ace of Swords, please? Any challenges coming towards Virgo? Ace of Swords. Any challenges coming in towards Virgo, please? Any challenges towards Virgo? We've got the Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's hard for you not to give loving energy to try and repair whatever this is. That's in your nature to do. Virgo is very a motherly, feminine, nurturing energy. So your natural response to anything that isn't working or is degrading or depreciating or stagnating or coming away is to try and love it back to health again. You're saying this time no. You're reserving that energy for elsewhere where you think it's actually going to have a positive impact. The Virgo I'm looking at has spilled that energy into many a situation and either gotten nothing at all or a slap in the face at best. So that's why you're like, not this time, but it's hard for you to do that. But the universe is asking you on this occasion, with whoever or whatever this was, not to do that, to carry on with your plan that came from your intuition to move forwards. Okay, the challenge for the Ace of Cups is the Emperor. Yeah, just standing your ground, having confidence in whatever it is that you are doing in your plan. Or you may be breaking away from an Aries or some kind of leadership figure. Maybe somebody who not intimidated you, but you saw as being a certain way, like as in you had a respect for them and an admiration for them, and you now have to kind of step over them to get to where it is that you want to go and not try and feed this energy of love to them that you weren't getting back. Others of you might be in Aries. Others of you, it's standing in your own power of leadership and believing in yourself. And that's what you need to do. You need to transfer that energy and that love and care and respect and appreciation and admiration. Turn it inward to yourself. Because you're the one who's actually getting yourself out of this sticky situation towards your ultimate happiness. That's actually really aligned to you with the Wheel of Fortune. Right, the Ace of Wands. We've got the King of Cups. Yeah. Emotional maturity. It is the emotional mature thing to do. The King of Cups can be quite cold. People don't realise that about the King of Cups. They think he's all peace and love, baby. And he is all peace and love. But he will be cold to energies that don't want peace and love. The ones that want to create discord. The ones that are immature. The ones that aren't ready. Because he knows it will affect the rest of his kingdom if he lets them through the gate. So the king has to do the hard thing and just go, nope, not you. Raise the drawbridge, they're not coming in. And that's kind of what you've got to do at the moment. And it is emotional maturity. I'm not saying you've been immature in the past. I think you've been hopeful, but the hope has been placed in the wrong direction. So your king has come in to say, no, Virgo, this way now. I know it hurts, I know it's hard, but this way now. And for the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you're disconnecting from whoever this is completely. Done, finished, line drawn under it, done, bye-bye. It's going to be a little while before you connect to somebody else. But you need that time to put into your own personal happiness here. The 10 of Cups. And look, we've got the reverse 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck here, which means whatever illusion or whatever you had in your head or the mental energy this person was stealing from you is going to come away, and you can actually reprocess that into yourself as well, and that's going to really help you. Okay, can I get some universal advice for Virgos, please? Universal advice for Virgo. Universal advice for Virgo, please. Universal advice for Virgo. Whoop. That was not the greatest shuffle, but I'm being told to stop shuffling. Okay. I'm over shuffling today, Virgo, I think. Alright, can I please get some universal advice for Virgos? There we go. That's that Ace of Wands again. The Ace of Cups. Nice. Eight of Stones, Eight of Pentacles, skill. You're going to put your heart into something else. Something else. If you don't already have something else, or Three of Bows, it's going to open up your energy here to something new. Right, so for those of you who don't already have something else that you want to put your heart energy into, you're going to be presented with something to put your heart energy to. It's not a person, it's something just for you. Okay, so don't worry, the universe doesn't leave you hanging. So if the universe is going to spin someone out of your orbit and you have learnt the lessons you done what you need to do, yes, you're going to have a period on your own. The universe isn't just going to let you flounder doing nothing. No, it will put things to occupy you in that time that are going to help and support you to heal. And that's what's coming in now. So that Ace of Bows, that little spark of inspiration you had to do things differently, is being supported by the Ace of Cups. It's beautiful. Okay, and the Ace of Cups here talks about opening up options for you to get excited about. And it's something to do with work and your skills, honing your skills in some way, getting better at something, improving. It takes all your attention, all your time. And what it does while you do this, Virgo, it actually elevates your energy and puts you onto a new path where you align with another energy that is a lot more supportive and helpful to you, and actually is able to give to you as much as you give to it or them. Okay, Virgo, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Esotera Tarot. I love and appreciate your energy, Virgo, and thanks for chilling with me in the Zen Den. And until next time, guys, take care. Okay, next up we've got Libra. Hang on, Libras. I am just packing away Virgo's cards. Bear with me a second, my darlings. I will be right there. Thank you for chilling with me in card cleanup. If you are a Virgo with a Libra placement, like me, I'm a Virgo sun and a Libra rising. So any more Virgo suns and Libra risings chilling with me in the no man's land of card cleanup, give us a little thumbs up or a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, right. Hello Libra, welcome to your 4 Aces reading. If you are unfamiliar with the 4 Aces, there's a little timestamp section at the beginning of the video where I run through each placement and what they mean. For those of you who are familiar, we'll jump straight in, starting with your Ace of Swords. And remember, this is for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So if this reading isn't resonating with you, Libra, just jump to the timestamps below and check another placement. I'm sure you'll find yourselves in there somewhere. Okay, Libra, let's jump into your Ace of Swords, see what you're thinking about, see what's on your mind. Can you show me Libra, please? Can you show me Libra? Let's make sure we're the right way. Libra, I do read reversals, but I prefer not to. Okay, Libra, right, what's going on? 9 of Swords, you're in your head about something. Queen of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. You've had to walk away from something for your own good here, but you're still mentally very much there. Like this. Is it the right thing? Do I do the right thing? Is it for me? That's going on at the moment. Very little emotional energy with you at the moment. It might not feel that way. You might feel, oh God, it's so overwhelming. As in your emotional wisdom, not your emotional panic. You're full of it when you moved away from whatever this was. You understood it was for your greatest good. That is the Queen of giving and receiving here. There was something about giving and receiving an energy, but then you're still in your head, trapped in that space, even if you have physically moved on. So your intuitive energy is very low at the moment, but that's because, and it happens to us all, Libra, when we go into our head, it interferes with that. Justice, there you are. 8 of Wands, and there she is, the High Priestess. There's your intuition right there, trying to get through, trying to communicate with you through your heart space. Ace of Cups comes online at some point though. That's brilliant. Don't get this Ace of Swords might be in a past thought, or maybe you jump into your head now and again. You kind of go through periods of being in your head about it, like, is this the best thing for me? Should I have done this? But overall, thankfully, I'm happy to see your intuition's online and you are talking. There's an exchange between you and your higher self at the moment going on. And it's happening in your heart. I think that's sometimes why your heart feels heavy and painful. Sometimes it feels light and optimistic. This is a conversation that's happening between you and your higher self at the moment. Fully engage in that conversation. It will be one of the most enlightening ones that you could possibly have. If any of you are into meditation or using pendulums or using tarot or something like that, that will help in that communication there. But your higher self is trying to talk to you at the moment, and you seem very open to talking back. And the more you talk to it, the better you feel, the more balanced you feel. You come out of your head and overthinking. Okay, right. Can I get the Ace of Wands for Libra, please? And the Ace of Wands for Libra. That's too many, Libra. Is it? I will accept it to... yeah, okay, I would accept it. I accept them to 4. Oh, 2 of Cups. Oh, Knight of Cups. Page of Cups and the 9 of Wands. This isn't you. This is somebody else. The bottom 2 are you. Top 2 aren't. Because the way you are positioned here, Libra, you are very much in the self. You're not looking to expand or present a cup of anything to nobody. Like, you're just talking to yourself. There's been a hurt here. And you're trying to learn about that hurt. I think that's a conversation your higher self and you are currently having. About what can I learn from it? What does this mean? How can this help me going forwards? And then while you're in that process, somebody offers you some kind of connection. Now, I don't know if it's reconnection from what you moved on from, or if it's somebody new coming in. I'm not clarifying, so it's hard for me to say. But suddenly the Knight of Cups turns up and offers you a connection. And that actually, instead of you just jumping to accept, actually pushes you deeper into this reflective energy and deeper conversations with your higher self. About, like, what is it we're doing here exactly? No. Okay, let's go for the Ace of Pentacles, please. The Ace of Pentacles. It's not saying if you accept it or not, but I'm seeing the intention of the energy. Some other energy is coming in to connect with you. Can I get the Ace of Pentacles? Maybe we'll see something there. The Ace of Pentacles, please. The Ace of Pentacles for Libra. The Knight of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups. Yeah, okay. And the Queen of Cups. Wow. Whoa. Yeah, again, I'm not clarifying, so I don't know if this is a new energy or the energy you've just moved away from here. They come back intending to resume things, but at a slower pace. I think you agree with that. But it's only after these conversations you're having with your higher self. This person's coming from a place of healing. So they are sincere when they make the proposal for you to join them again in whatever it was you were doing then. But it continues, but at a much slower pace than when it was before. So I don't know if you rushed into something, Libra, but I feel like it might be the other energy coming back around, just going, hey, look, let's do it, but can we do it right this time? Because they are coming from a place of healing. That Queen of Cups, she's the healing queen. And they've done a very good job at healing. And so are you. But they're offering you, yeah, let's start this, but let's do it differently this time. Okay, can we, it's up to you if you accept that or not, okay? I would just recommend during this time, while things aren't great, continue those conversations with yourself. Okay, can we get some challenges, please, for Libra? Challenges for Libra. Challenges for Libra, please. The Ace of Swords. Oh, okay. Challenge for the Ace of Swords. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, okay. You want to do something. You're like, I want to say something. I want them to feel the pain of their actions. I mean, you're stopping yourself. You're like, no, I'm not doing that. See, Virgos can be very, very cutting. Not Virgo, sorry, Libras can be very, very cutting. So I just had Virgo, and if you've got a Virgo placement, that might be still, some of that energy might be leaking over. You can be very cutting with your words, but without meaning to. It's because Libras like truth, because truth leads to balance, because it's honest. Libras will be honest. Some people cannot handle that honesty. So it's like you want to say, oh, well, you lost a great thing. Yeah, it's true. It's honest, it's direct, but you're like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You'll do it differently this time. So you're holding your tongue and you're stopping yourself, even though you really want to, Libra. Okay, for the Ace of Cups, yeah, the High Priestess in reverse. So you are taking your energy away from what you'd normally do, which was deliver some like mic drop moment to whoever this was. You're like, no, don't do that. Focus on the self as well. But again, it's hard because you've never done it before. You're doing it differently this time, okay? And then your challenge for the Ace of Wands is yourself. Isn't it always the case, Libra? You know, we're our own enemies. We get in our own way. I don't know if you do or not because you're on your side. You're tempted just to kind of fall like a house of cards when this person turns up and goes, oh, yeah, sure, why not? I don't think you do. I think you fight it. I do. I have faith in you, Libra. You're like, no, there's something unbalanced about this. It's not balanced enough. Until it's balanced enough, I will not proceed. Not 100%. You might be open to hearing them out. You might be open to seeing them in person, but you're not throwing yourself back in there. You are holding a bit of yourself back, which is really good, Libra. Lovely, very wise. And for the Ace of Pentacles, yeah, there's the Five of Wands. There's a distortion in this connection, and that's what you've both got to overcome. I think that's why either you or them propose going very, very slowly, because the energies are like this at the moment and they take a little while to steady out. And it's about you both being like a bit patient with that process and being communicative and talking over it, seeing if you can repair whatever damage it is. You might repair it, you might not. I'm not seeing either way. I'm just seeing what the intention of the other energy attached to you is. Okay, right. Can we get some universal advice for Libra, please? Universal advice for Libra. Universal advice for Libra, please. Universal advice for Libra. Universal advice for Libra, please. Universal advice for Libra. Universal advice for Libra. King of Stones, which is King of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse, which is insecurity in this deck, and then we have the Sun in reverse as well. Would have been perfect if that's somewhere the right way around, but it's not. Still going to be some ambiguity at this time. The universe is basically saying, look for steady evidence. Look for steady evidence. Just because somebody's telling you they've changed or they're going to do something differently doesn't mean that they will. Just because they might say they want to marry you doesn't mean that they will. They might say they hate you doesn't mean that they do. Watch for what people do and how they act. King of Stones, King of Pentacles, he's real, he's solid, he's reliable, he's consistent. There's something about this that is not any of those things. The Sun in reverse, Seven of Arrows, which is Seven of Swords. Now the Seven of Swords is reversed, which is brilliant. It means any deceptive energies that did exist in this connection, because you hold steady, it means the truth of who this person is revealed. But they are still holding something back, Sun in reverse. There is still yet to be uncovered about who this person is, what they are, and what their intention are. So basically, Libra, hold your ground. Okay? No chasing, no overgiving, no oversharing. Let them show you who they are through their actions and nothing else. Okay, Libra, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Esotera Tarot, Libra. It's lovely to have your energy in the room as usual. And until next time, guys, take care. Okay, Scorpios, my lovely Scorpios, my Scorps, how we doing? I'm just cleaning up Virgo's cards. I will be with you in a second. I will timestamp this out so you'll likely not see it, but if you do see it, thank you for chilling with me. I appreciate your energy and your company during the no man's land that I call card cleanup. We're almost there, Scorpio. Your readings will start. Your reading will start now. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your Four Aces reading. If you are unfamiliar with the Four Aces, there is a timestamp section at the beginning of the video where I run through them all and explain what they mean. If you are familiar with the Four Aces spread, then we're just going to jump into your Ace of Swords. And don't forget, the intention for this reading is for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So if this reading isn't resonating with you, Scorpio, then just jump to the timestamps below and check another placement. Okay, right, can you show me Scorpio, please? Scorpio? Can you show me Scorpio, please? The Ace of Swords for Scorpio, please. The Ace of Swords for Scorpio. The Ace of Swords for Scorpio, please. The Ace of Swords for Scorpio. For Scorpio. The Ace of Swords for Scorpio, please. The Ace of Swords for Scorpio. Page of Wands. Five of Wands. Ace of Wands. Who have you been fighting, Scorpio? I mean, I want to see what they look like after this kerfuffle. You're coming out looking good. You emerged from the fight like, oh, I did it. It took a lot out of me, but I still got energy left for something else, something new. You're tired of fighting. You're not going back into the fight. Any energy you got left from this is going towards something new, 100%. But it comes from something you said or did. You probably stood up for yourself in some way or something like that. Someone didn't like it, caused a bit of a ruckus. But you were like, do you know what? You came out of it. You kind of won the fight, if I'm honest with you, Scorpio. Like, you're looking pretty good now, pretty sharp. But you are looking towards the new after this. You're not wanting to revisit it with whatever this person was. And it's become very tiresome for you. It's keeping your energy small. You're right. You're right. You don't want to keep fighting about whatever this is, what's going on. You raise something. It causes an argument. And you now are like, I'm not even going to bother to keep trying. I'm just going to raise my issues elsewhere. Go to a different HR department, that sort of thing. Okay, can I get the Ace of Cups? What is it that you're looking towards here? Okay, Nine of Swords, the Seven of Swords of Justice. Yeah, oh, okay, it's hard for you to not engage with this energy though. Even though every time you talk to them, it causes fights. But you know the right thing to do, the only way to get your peace of mind is to block them out. You're kind of freaking out about it, actually, more than I thought, Scorpio, in your heart space at least. There's a sadness there that you can't engage with this person because you're not getting anything out of it. And you know it. So you're having to block them out. Like, you're like, I'm trying to cooperate, I'm trying to get this off the ground, I'm trying to be reasonable, but you're being met with unreason. You're being met with stagnation. You're being met with stubbornness. This person does not want to be on the same page as you, and you cannot drag them there kicking and screaming. And you know that. I'm not telling you anything else that you don't already know. I mean, it sounds like I'm being a bit harsh here. In some ways I am, but I'm just mirroring back what your energy is telling me. You know, with that Justice card, you know what you raise to them is right. You know there's nothing wrong. You know it's the least you deserve for them to at least listen to you and address and hear your concerns. And try and resolve it, but they're not resolving it. Every time you address something for you, there's a fight. So you're like, no, okay, I'm not doing this anymore, and it's upset you. It's upsetting. Some of you may be questioning if you're asking for too much. No, you're not. The energy is telling me you're not. The universe is telling me you're not. You're asking for equal give and take, understanding, compassion, some acknowledgement of your needs, and it's just being met with no. Yeah, take that little wand of yours, Scorpio, and go elsewhere. No water on the table yet either. You're out of your element here. They're bringing up too much heat to you. You're a water sign. You need some love. You need play. You need support. Compassion. They're just throwing what fire at you, nothing else. Okay. Can we please get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. What is it you're going to do next in Scorpio, though? What are you going to do next? Or is there anything coming towards Scorpio that's not this? Oh, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. Oh, thank you. Ten of Cups. We asked for the good news. We got the good news. Six of Cups. Something's coming in. Eight of Wands. Something that makes you feel really good. We're back in Wands energy, though, still. I don't think it's this person because they do not want to cooperate, whoever that is. Something else. Something that actually gives you a whole shit ton of water. Ten of Cups. Feels good though. Yeah, you're like, hey, yeah, I won. Yeah, I won. I won at life. Not just the argument, life. And it just lights you up. I mean, it could possibly be an apology from the energy here. And you're like, yes, I know I was right. Six of Wands. Why don't you listen to me? I'm happy now. Or something entirely new. I'm not clarifying, so it's hard to tell. Or something entirely new, but either way, it's a really good energy that crosses your path sometime in the very, very near future. From walking away, just walking away from this argument. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles? Can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. It's like you say to whoever this is, if you're going to argue with me, I won't deal with you at all. And then they go, oh, actually, Scorpio, now you're gone. Actually, maybe we can come to some compromise. Maybe you were right. Or if it's a new energy, it's someone who does the opposite of this, actually listen to you and actually appreciate your input, and they want to take care of your needs. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, please, for Scorpio. The Tower. Death. Two of Swords. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. We almost got there, didn't we, Scorpio? We always made it to the home stretch, but... I have a feeling it probably is this energy coming in. Going, let's fix it. And they do intend to fix it when they come in. Do they stand with that fixing of it? No. They don't. Someone not keeping their promises here. Somebody made a decision that they cannot keep. They meant it at the time. They meant it at the time. As time goes on though, in the reality, how it plays out in the 3D, Two of Swords, crossed heart. This is somebody who made a decision that they couldn't sustain that energy because they're not in that energy. If you're asking, say, for a piece of pie and the other person goes, yeah, I've got loads of pies in the fridge, I'll get you some. They know they've not got any pies. They're hoping maybe they can suddenly get the skills to make a nice pie. They try and make the nice pie, but they don't know how to cook. It's a mess. So their intention to give you the piece of pie is there, but they don't have the skills to do it, even if they want to. And then it triggers for you a huge death process, or for them. Everything just kind of just falls apart, and then I think that's when they realise that this match is not. It's not jiving. Okay, right, let's get some challenges. If you haven't got enough there, Scorpio, let's get some challenges in each of the areas, please. Can we start with the Ace of Swords, please, Spirit? I feel like I'm delivering such bad news today, and I don't like this, but do you know what I think is happening, Scorpio? Between me and you, I think because we're at the end of the year, and Saturn is gone direct, is causing a lot of endings for people. Because Saturn's karmic lessons. It's the removal of the things that aren't meant to be in our lives. No matter how much we try, no matter how much they try. Like I see sincerity from them here. They are sincere, but they just lack capacity. Two different things. Now, someone who has the capacity and just doesn't do it anyway, different. This person has the intention, they just don't have the capacity. Right, for the Ace of Swords, your happiness is in the balance, Nine of Cups on its side. You're trying to put a square peg into a round hole here, Scorpio, and so are they. That's why there's so much tension, distortion and friction in the relationship or connection. Question both of your happiness here, not just yours, theirs as well. Sometimes you just got to drop things and think it's not working out, it's not a match, it's not for me. It's hard though. And some of you, you're putting that off because you know, even though you know eventually you'll be fine. Logically, you know eventually you'll be fine. Eventually the energies will balance out. It's hard to do in the moment because nobody wants to suffer the pain of that loss or go through that process. But you're kicking the can down the road. So look what's down the road. Okay, can I get the Ace of Cups, please? The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Yeah, stay too long. Six of Swords in reverse. Also, this is also the energy of turning back around. So somebody's going to try and come around. I think for a little while you hold them off, but you are tempted to go back. This is the temptation to go back. It's difficult for you. Six of Swords in reverse means going back to chaos. Six of Swords upright is moving away from chaos. It's tempting for you to go back there. It's like better the devil you know, right? And then the Ace of Wands is the Eight of Wands. Communication comes in from this person. We've got the Eight of Wands here. It's almost like the things that you said. It's breaking away from false promises, unintended promises, reading between the lines, seeing the subcontext of things that are going on. Don't just believe words, Scorpio. You've got to see actions as well. Words only get you half the way. And then the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it's the Ace of Pentacles. I want to say 8. It came out Ace. The Ace of Pentacles. The Magician on its side. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And no, it's not. So you're going to question yourself. Can I do this? Can I carry on without them? Can I rebuild my life? Can I go through this dark night of the soul? Can I start from scratch? Was it my fault? Yes, you can do all of those things. The reason I know you can do all of those things, Scorpio, is because if you couldn't do them, it wouldn't have been laid at your feet. This is a huge opportunity for your inner growth. Did you cause this? No, you didn't. This is just merely a connection that had a reason and purpose, excuse me, to be in your timeline at one point. Now it's done and over, and the purpose of it is served. You didn't do your fault. This wasn't your fault. This was just part of the journey you're supposed to take with this particular individual. Okay, right, can I get and if there was anything in your behaviour that you think you could have done better, you'll be addressing all that in this process here with the Tower and Death. Okay, So don't worry about that. Okay, can I get some universal advice for Scorpio, please? Universal advice for Scorpio. Universal advice for Scorpios, please. Universal advice for Scorpio. Am I called to check the direction of the deck there? Universal advice, that would be why. Okay. 10 of Stones, yeah, home. This is about your overall stability and who you want to build a life with. You can't build a life with someone that every time you bring up your own needs, they argue with you about it. It just means you're not meant for each other. You're not matched. For the long term, for actual building of your whole life, you're not matched. This person was probably matched you for a year of your life or a season, but for the foundations to your kingdom, you're happily ever after, no. Knight of Vessels, someone else's though. The World Tree, yeah, closing off of a cycle. Close it off with love if you can. That's what the universe says. This was a very meaningful connection to you where you've learned a lot. You're going to even learn even more when it ends. There is love coming in for you, support, caring coming in from someone around you. Really invest and spend time with your support networks. That'd be friends, family. That's where you're going to get a lot of that loving, nourishing energy come from at this time while you close off this cycle here. This is a cycle closing. Very painful. Ending's always painful, but you get through them. There's energies around you that are offering support, love, and also a way through this towards you getting to your beautiful brand new beginning, which is just around the corner for you, Scorpio. But you're going to go through a little bit of a say rough patch. It's a learning patch, a deep learning patch, and you're going to come back even bigger and brighter. Scorpio 2.0. Okay, Scorpio, I'm going to have to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. Hang on. Which way around are we? Wait. Okay. Oh yeah, look, 6 of Swords. You're transitioning at the bottom of the deck. I didn't change the bottom. The bottom of the deck there, 6 of Swords. You're moving on to something nicer. Okay. Sorry, Scorpio. If the reading helped, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Esotera Tarot, Scorpio. I absolutely love your energy here. Sorry, it was a little bit of a heavy reading. It seems to be all heavy readings this week. But we're wrapping up a year, which means we're all wrapping up a cycle, a natural cycle around the sun. So these things are due to pop up around this time. So thank you so much, Scorpio. Stay strong, my honeys. You're going to be absolutely fine. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care. Hi Saggy, and welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the 4 Aces, there's a time stamp at the beginning of the video where I explain what the 4 Aces mean and what it's all about. And for those of you who are familiar, we're just going to jump straight into your Ace of Swords and see what's on your mind there. So is Sagittarius. I had a little time jump there just to freshen up the energies in the room for you. We're going to jump straight into your reading now, and don't forget that all of these readings are for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So if this reading isn't resonating with you, Saggy, don't worry about it. Just pop to the timestamp below and check one of your other placements. I'm sure you'll find yourselves in there somewhere. Okay, can you please show me the Ace of Swords for Sag, please? And the Ace of Swords for Sagittarius. The Ace of Swords, please, for Saggy. Okay, here we go. Nope, here we go now, Sag. Okay, can you show me Sagittarius, please? Can you show me Sagittarius? Sagittarius? There's too many. Whoa. Okay, these 3, right, okay. We're told there were these 3. We have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the 5 of Pentacles, and we have the 10 of Cups. Something or someone made you really happy, alive. You're like, yeah, this is it, I'm with it, I'm jiving, and it didn't actually turn out to what you thought it would be. Isn't it always the case, Saggy? But there's something new coming in, or you're trying to think of a new opportunity, or what you got from the experience. Like, can I salvage even a pentacle out of this for myself? Yes, you can, and yes, you are. You're on the right track here, Saggy. Your right frame of thinking. Sure, the thing that you wished to come true did not come true, but you're actually looking forward at the moment towards new opportunities and new things that are real and not just promises. Okay, right, can we see the Ace of Cups, please, for Sag? And the Ace of Cups for Sagittarius. The Ace of Cups for Saggy, please. The Ace of Cups for Sag. Yeah, your happiness, your 9 of Cups. Hanged Man and the Empress. Okay, so you're going to start by investing in you. bringing up your energy and your fabulousness, Sag. You're acknowledging that that's going to take some time. So you're pausing, putting forth any energies to anyone else apart from you. You want to grow your own garden, tend your own fruit, okay? Over time, this actually makes you happier. It's almost like a recharge time for you, Saggy. You recharge your energies, you come uplifted, you let go of whatever that disappointment was in the past, that Five of Pentacles energy we've got there that's currently in your head. That comes down, okay? It takes a little time, but it does. I'm seeing this going into January, early 2026. And then you actually feel really like emotionally stable, really optimistic, really happy for the future, and then to take on whatever it is that comes towards you. Now I'm called to ask to what comes towards you rather than you going towards it, because I think that you're pretty chill in your own space at this point. So if anything's going to knock you out of that, it's going to be something coming towards you, I'm being told. So let's see. Anything coming towards Saggy, please? Ace of Wands. Anything coming towards Saggy, please? Anything coming towards Sagittarius? Oh yeah. Did you see that, Sag? It's the Knight of Wands just flopped out. I was like, yeah, me. He's looking right at you as well. Okay. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. This is someone new. Okay. Really steady energy. Could be an earth sign. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Doesn't have to be. Could be. They come in slow at first. So I don't know whether they spot you or you spot them, or it may be quite a bit of time passes before this energy comes in, but it certainly comes in and they're very interested in you, Sag. But what's interesting about this energy is they're not promising you an emotional connection at first. At first it's very passionate, they're very attracted to you on a physical level, but they want to learn more about you. That's what they're saying. They just want to know more about you. They're not saying they think you're the love of their life. They're going to commit. They're not coming up with these big promises. And I think that's a problem you've had in the past, Saggy. People making big promises. So I think that's why you're quite warm and open to accepting this energy, because they're not doing that. They're not being over the top. They're flirting with you for sure, but they're not over the top, and they're quite slow. Or they're steady at the very least. Their energy is very, very grounded, but still directional to moving towards something, okay? But they're saying, first, I want to learn more about Sag. Then we might, see the fire light up there. I like it. Okay, can we get the Ace of Pentacles for Sag, please? The Ace of Pentacles. Oh, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Right. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The King of Swords and the Four of Cups. Okay. Now, I think some of you are at risk of missing this energy. You passing each other. I think you get so focused in on you, Sag, that you don't even register this person. Really at all. Others of you, there's a defense up. Again, you might be expecting all this flowery language you got here in the past. So it's going to take you a little while to get your guard down. Some of you are wanting to focus on your own stability at this time anyway. And you're just cautious of anyone coming in and rocking that boat, because you've already had your boat rocked, Sag. You didn't like it. So you're a bit like, no, don't want to know you. I'm keeping myself to myself. The thing is, what you're missing here is that this person could actually kind of help you become more stable and grounded in yourself, because they have a very stable and grounded energy. You've got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So the Nine of Pentacles in reverse is like the solo YOLO card. So with it being in reverse, it could hint here to some form of attachment, but it's not deep because you're not allowing it to go deep. The King of Swords is putting a stop to that. It's like, no. Keep your distance. You go over there, I'm over here. Yeah, we can have a talk. We can explore things, but you are not taking any action yet. And if they do come up with you with any flowery language, you don't believe it, So be careful there, Sag, not to shut people out too much. If this person is proving themselves to you, which it looks like that's their intention, excuse me, then yeah, look for proof. So you are taking the right, you are making the right decision here on whoever this is to protect yourself. What you want to be careful of is not being overly protective of yourself, where you're not letting anyone in. Because I'm just worried with your Nine of Pentacles being reversed. That's the abundance card. That's your abundance, whether you're in a connection or not. That's you and your abundance, you and your physical management of your surroundings. Some of you might have problems at home, you might have financial issues that need tending to, work issues that need tending to. That at the moment, at least the energies around you from your higher self are trying to keep you focused on that, which is good. It's really good. So you don't want to get distracted with somebody who's going to emotionally push and pull you all over the place. But this person isn't. They seem to be very, very patient. So I think they're going to be patient with you, Sag, which is really, really good. Okay, right. Can I please get some challenges coming towards Saggy, please? Some challenges towards Sag. Okay, can I get the Ace of Swords? A challenge for the Ace of Swords, please. Challenge for the Ace of Swords. Oh, sorry, Sag. Got a little itchy nose. Okay, it usually means something good's going to come in. Okay, can I get the Ace of Swords? Well, when I say good, it means insightful. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be good news. The Star. Yeah, that's pretty good. Challenge, though, is finding your destination, your happiness, your happy ever after that's real. Instead of people promising that to you, you're actually going after it yourself. It's real. And I think that's why you're being a bit defensive here, because you want to prove this person to prove if they're real. They look very real to me, if not a little bit passionate and flirty, yeah, but it's because they're drawn towards you. So that might be what you're distrusting here, is that Knight of Wands energy. That Knight of Wands, I mean, he's supported by the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a positive Knight of Wands. This is just excitement. They're happy to see you. They think you look lovely. But you may be reading that as, oh, here we go again. Here's someone else to waste my time, to tell me sweet words, make me fall for them, and not actually offer me anything real. Yeah, I understand that, Sanj. But they, at least on an energetic perspective, are very steady and real. So just take your time, try not to be too cold towards them, okay? If you like them. If you don't like them, then shut the door, tell them to go away. It's fine. Okay, can I get the Ace of Cups? Yeah, new beginning. A little bit of a shaky start. So it's coming up as a challenge. Doesn't mean it's not right for you, though. If new beginnings are shaky starts, it's usually because it's the person. This is a bit of a warning that you may linger a little bit too long in that healing energy, like little defensive like cocoon you've got, rebuilding yourself and your emotional stability. You're ready, and you'll know when you're ready, but I think you yourself might hang back just a little tad before you take the leap. But I'm seeing that over here as well, so that makes sense. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands for Sag, please? Yeah, this person who wants to know more about you. It's like they're going, oh, you know, asking you questions. What are you about, Sag? What do you like? How was your day? And you're like, what the hell has my day got to do with you? Why are you asking me these questions? What do you want to know? What's your motive? Don't paranoid, Sag. Alright, chill out a bit. It's fine, okay? This person can only hurt you if you want to let them in and allow it. You're not letting them in, and you're not allowing it. So you're going to be fine. You might as well talk to them. At least for now, you're not letting them in. Doesn't mean you won't in the future. If they stick around and prove themselves for long enough, yeah. So it's almost like you want to get to know them, but the starting of it is a bit like, because you're just like, no. But it's not them you're rejecting. It's this 10 of Cups dream you've been sold, and you're just cautious of them selling you another dream, or another person selling you a dream. Can we get the challenge for the Ace of Pentacles? Yeah, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, releasing expectation. Expectation both of if they're going to hurt you or if they're going to help you. Just let it unfold. Let it do what it wants. Don't be defensive. Also, don't lean in too far forward into their energy as well. Just be kind of neutral about it, and I think you'll be okay. Releasing pent up, held on to beliefs from what happened before, and just kind of giving it a go and seeing what happens. Okay, can I please get some universal advice for Sagittarius, please? Universal advice for Saggy. Universal advice for Sagittarius, please. Universal advice for Saggy. Oops, sorry, Sag. Okay, universal advice for Sagittarius, please. I'm wanting to turn this around. Did I lose it? I did. I don't know why. They're telling me to turn that one around. Okay, right. Can we please get some advice for Sag, please? Some advice for Sag. It was the 9 of Cups. In case it comes out again. But it was really strongly like, find that card and turn it around. Right, okay, might not even come up in your reading, though, Sag. So we'll see. Right, can we please see some universal advice for Sag, please? 10 of Stones. That's a 10 of Pentacles. the King of Wands in reverse, and the Two of Cups. Yeah, it's seeing through lies and seeing through surface level passions. Now, I'm not saying the King of Wands is always just lies and surface level passions. No, the King of Wands is a complex man, as we are all complex. And literally, though, the King of Wands in this deck makes me laugh. The King of Wands is literally a big barrel of snakes. I mean, it's in reverse. You're not taking people's bullshit anymore. You're not taking lies. You're not taking deceit. You're not taking manipulations, because you're steadying out your own energy here. You're investing in yourself. 10 of Pentacles, that's you, that's yours. They're the people who you can rely on. Also shows me, Sagittarius, you have a great network of people around you who are reliable and consistent, and you just kind of bury your energy into that for a little while, as you should, and you recharge. So anyone who comes up feeling a bit snaky, a little bit, you're like, no, get out, get out. And as you do that, you actually align yourself with a beautiful energy. Two of Cups. I believe it was this person here, because they almost like pass your tests or something like that. Like you're telling them, no, you're lying, and they're lying, well, okay, I'll show you that I'm not, and they show you, either by just staying present with you, staying patient with you, and going at your pace, and maintaining interest, and following through on what they say. Eventually they emerge and show themselves that this is not a King of Wands person, a King of Wands who just wants to be there for the good times, not for the long time, okay? They're like, I'm not that. You might think I'm that. They might present a little bit like that, because they're presenting as King of Wands, Knight of Wands. Again, I don't mean to paint the Wandses in a negative light, but in the context of this reading, it's actually really positive. You're on the lookout for anyone who's, you know, hot-headed or just out to get what they want from you without giving back. Well, I don't think this energy is that. And they show you that, but over time. Okay, Sag, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if you enjoyed it and it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Esotera Tarot, Sagittarius. Lovely to have your energy here as usual. Just try and soften a little bit. I mean, I understand you're having a little hard shell up while you heal, but time should soften you. So just go with the flow, see what the universe brings on your doorstep, interact with only what you can see to be real, and you'll be sound, okay? Right, thanks, Sag, and until the next one, take care. Okay, next up we've got Cappy. Hello, Capricorn. I'm just tidying up Sag's cards. We'll be with you in a moment. Thank you for chilling with me here in the no man's land of card cleanup, and we will start your reading right now. Hello, Cappy. Welcome to Esotera Tarot and your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are familiar with the 4 Aces, we will jump straight in and start clarifying your Ace of Swords. For those of you who are unfamiliar, there is a timestamp at the beginning of this video where I run through the 4 Aces and what they mean. Be sure to check it out and then pop back here for your reading. Okay, right. Can you please show me Sagittarius, please? Not Sagittarius, we just did Sag. Sorry, Cappy. Sorry, Cappy. I was doing this the other day with Gemini and Taurus. Them energies kept merging. It was very weird. But no, we're with Capricorn. My happy Cappies are in the house. Hello, we're Cappies. Oh, you're great. Okay, Capricorn, please. The Ace of Swords for Capricorn. The Ace of Swords for Capricorn, please. The Ace of Swords for Capricorn. For Capricorn, make sure we're the right way. I do read reversals. I prefer not to, though. Can I get the Ace of Swords for Capricorn, please? The Ace of Swords for Capricorn. The Ace of Swords for Capricorn, please. The Ace of Wands. Oh, what do you want to do? The Three of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. Nice. All right, you're encountering another energy. It's kind of casual at the minute. It's like, yeah, this is fun. Yeah, this is exciting. Yeah, this is nice. Not stable, though. It's not stable. You know it's not stable because it's in your Ace of Swords. But you like it. You're like, but I like it, though. They feel good. They're so much fun. Even though they're a bit unstable. At least the energy between you is unstable. Maybe they themselves are unstable. Very nice. Right, I'm going to go into the Ace of Cups. I'm not clarifying, so I'm not getting all the details. I'm just getting the surface level energies here. But let's go into the Ace of Cups and see what's going on. Okay, Page of Cups. That's good. Nine of Pentacles, a Hermit. That's good. Okay, yeah, so you're offering them a good time in return, but you're not looking to go deep with it. You know in your depths this is not your person. They're here for a good time, not a long time, but it looks like you're there too, Cappy. You're keeping your resources to yourself. You are not combining. So you are not moving in together. You are not got shared bank accounts. You are not inviting them to participate in your business idea. But you're like, no, but you're fond of them. Page of Cups. It's an energy of love, but very small. Okay, you're offering them a little bit because you like it. And then I hope they're open and receptive to that. It seems so. They're coming up with 3 of Cups rather than, you know, the big old King of Cups. So it seems good. It seems fun. Does it seem like it's going to last a lifetime? No, it doesn't. But it's nice in the moment. Okay. You are keeping your energies to yourself a little bit here. Could also just be very new with the potential to be longer term in the future, but at the present moment, at the time of this reading, this is not, this is just a bit of fun. This is nice, okay? That could change, so let's have a look. Let's go to the Ace of Wands. Can we see the Ace of Wands for Capricorn? Can I see the Ace of Wands for Capricorn, please? The Ace of Wands for Capricorn. The Star. Oh, okay, right, things just got a bit serious now, Cappy. Let's see what's going on here. The Star. The Chariot. This one wants to come out instead, actually. Queen of Swords. Okay, someone's going to book up a conversation about where things are going. I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's going to be you. I don't know if it's going to be them. Somebody wants to know if this is going to get serious. Now, Saggy, from your energy here, I'm getting you're defending yourself and giving them a little bit. Now, I don't know if that's out of fear or because you're not really that interested in them. They're just fun. But the fact they turned up for this reading today, there might be more interest than you realise, at least on a subconscious level, because you seem to want to talk about it. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. Also reverse those energies as you see fit, Cappy. Can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, please. The Ace of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. 7 of Swords. Yeah, you're not on the same page here at all. Again, I don't know if it's you and I don't know if it's them. Someone's got to let someone down. When one of you, again, I don't know if it's you. I think it's more you, but it could be the other person. When one of you thinks of their long-term future, they're not seeing their other person in it. Not because they don't particularly like that person. It may be because of deep hurts from the past. Or maybe there's energies or other aspects of this person that they know is not aligned to them for long-term future. Again, I'm getting it's more you thinking that than them. Some of you might be trying. You might be like, I'm trying to like them, but... Well, the time where you've got to be honest with yourself is coming up, Cappy. Some of you might have tried to talk yourself into committing to this. It hasn't worked. If you do, it's just going to cause pain. It's just going to cause pain. Okay, right, let's put up some challenges here for you. Starting with the Ace of Swords. Okay. Ace of Swords, please. Ace of Swords. Because I think somebody's either not matched or not being entirely truthful. Or presenting a version of themselves that's not really them. It just doesn't, it ends in another lesson learned, put it that way, for one of you. Can I get the, oh, you got 2 for the Ace of Swords, okay. So your challenges with the Ace of Swords, yeah, the King of Cups and Death. I don't even really think you have to know tarot to know what that means. This is not the love of your life. This is not the happily ever after. This is a good time. We'll leave it at that. Right, the challenge for the Ace of Cups is the Page of Cups. Yeah, keeping this small. That's why I think it's you that doesn't want them rather than them not wanting you. Whether it be conscious or unconscious, there's something in your gut that's like, this is just not my person. So you were like, I want to keep the energy light and small and just have fun for now and maybe see. The other energy is like, well, yeah, but I need an answer, I need a commitment, and you're struggling to keep it in that small energy because they want to build up the energy. You want to keep it maintained and keep your lives separate. They're going to at some point wanting to stop merging. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands challenge here? The Queen of Pentacles on their side. There's something about this connection that if it were to go on the long term would take away your autonomy a little bit. maybe a lot. Hasn't yet. It started to. I think that might be the thing that you're picking up on here with this other energy that you're attached to. Also, there might be a temptation to settle on one side or the other side, not believing that you can get fully what you want. This person will do, because the thing is, Queen of Wands upright, she just gets what she wants and she gets everything she wants. On the side, it's like, oh, she got half of what she wanted. Maybe she should just stop there. No. Keep going. Queen, King, doesn't matter. We're not reading genders, we're reading energies here. There's something else that you can attract in, but you're not in that full attraction zone yet. So that's why you're attracting in this kind of like half desire. Like, yeah, they're okay. Don't be tempted to settle though. Don't. Get everything that you want. Cappy. It's theirs for the taking. But there's a bit of flip-flopping here going on. From one of you. Not calling you out, Cappy. I'm not. Just telling you what I see in the cards here. Okay? Right, the challenge for the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Wands on its side. Oh, I don't want to commit to this. Maybe I should commit to it. Maybe I can't get any better than this. No, you can. Now, I'm not saying the person you attach to is horrible. I mean, they could be, but I'm not saying they're the worst. They're just not for you, or they are for you. And I'm getting more from you. You just can't quite get there with them. And if I'm honest with you, Cappy, with these energies, I don't think that you commit to this long term. And yes, the connection will be at stake when you have that conversation, because if that person doesn't want to stay around just for a light bit of fun, then they're going to go their own way looking for what they want, and then you're free to go your own way for looking for what you want. Okay, can I please get some universal advice for Capricorn? Universal advice for Cappies, please. Universal advice for Capricorn. Universal advice for Cappies, please. Universal advice for Capricorn. Whoop. What is that? Page of Bows. It's a Page of Wands. Okay. So interest opens up, but where? Where are we going? What to where? What? Okay. Right. So the Page of Wands is about opening up to something new because it's interesting and exciting. However, the more you get to know this, the less interested and excited you become, and then you get a spark of initiative to do something. Probably to end the connection entirely. So I think initially you might go, yeah, sure, let's see how we go. Yeah, we've got the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck and the hidden energies. We're talking about this. Out of curiosity, what's at the top? Three of Swords, yeah. Reversed. So some of you might be doing a little spot of people pleasing at first. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, we're on board. Let's give it a go. The more you learn about this energy on a deeper level, the more you're just not jiving with it. Page of Swords is information gathering. And he's in reverse. Just as you open up, it's like you open up to it and then you learn something about them and shut down. And then a new spark of doing something, Ace of Wands, re-emerges here. It's either directed to someone else or yourself, or a new path or something like that. So the universe is saying, like, go ahead, try it. Try it with them if they want. Try and force it. But the thing is, that little spark that actually wants what it is that you desire, your passion, you can't push it down. You try and push it down and you can't. Pops right back up again and you go, I don't think this is for me. I think I'm meant for something and someone else. Sometimes these things pan out that way, Cappy. What can we do? Anyway, Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm going to have to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Esotera Tarot. And until the next time, Capricorn, take care. Okay, next up we have Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius. I am just tidying away Cappy's cards. I swear I am missing some crystals. I think a little tiny-handed thief has been in the room. Okay, my daughter. She's only little, so obviously she loves all of this. And she comes in here all the time. She's always welcome here. I absolutely adore her being in here with me when I'm off camera and doing other bits and bobs. She's just so drawn to everything. I think someone's gone off with a little crystal. That's fine, she can have it. Okay, sorry, my little side rant there. Hi Aquarius, welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are familiar with the 4 Aces, there is, we're just going to jump straight into your Ace of Swords. For those of you who are unfamiliar, there is a section at the beginning of the video where I run through the 4 Aces and what they mean, and then you just pop back here and grab your reading. And as usual, Aquarius, these readings are intended for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So take what resonates, leave the rest, and if it's not resonating at all, then jump down to the timestamps below and check another placement. Okay, Aquarius, let's look at your Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords for Aquarius, please. For Aquarius, the Ace of Swords for Aquarius. For the Ace of Swords for Aquarius, please. The Ace of Swords for Aquarius. The Ace of Swords for Aquarius, please. For Aquarius. The Ace of Swords for Aquarius, please. The Ace of Swords. Sorry, got an itch. Ooh, 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 on my eye. Usually means it's going to be a good one. Alright, Ace of Swords. Well, accurate. King of Wands came rushing out of there with the Queen of Cups. Where's he taking her? Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, looks like it's going to be a good one. A new opportunity has presented itself to you, Aquarius, and you're thinking about it. Nice pairing. King of Wands, Queen of Cups. One is the fire, the passion, the drive. The other one is the love, the compassion, the caring. Now, if these two energies have mastered communication, this could be a beautiful union. If they haven't, I don't know if you're going to be on the same page because you both express love in different ways. I mean, you could be a Queen of Cups and be quiet, but the way you give energy, the way you give love is caring and compassion, and the way you like to receive it is with passion and fire and leadership. But if you're not in that energy, if you want the same as what you give, which is you want compassion because you give compassion, this isn't your jam. Same if you are a King of Wands type and you give love with passion and fire and drive, and that's also how you like to receive love. You're not going to get it from this person. They're going to bring in a softer energy. They're going to bring it in the compassionate, caring and nurturing side of love. It's still the same love, it's just two different types of expressing it. It's kind of going into love languages a little bit. We've got two different love languages here. Now, if you can understand that about each other and you appreciate the way the other person loves, beautiful. If not, could be prickly. Okay, let's go into the Ace of Cups. So let's find out a little bit more. Can I go into the Ace of Cups for Aquarius, please? The Ace of Cups for Aquarius. Two of Swords. Okay, right. Who's that then? I think that's you. You're making a decision. That's something. Knight of Swords and the Star. You don't know whether or not just to go for it anyway, do you, Aquarius? And that's you there at the bottom of the Star. Your major arcana there. So you want to stay to what's true to you, what feels balanced to you, what feels right to you. There's something here about you being brave entering this and just going, do you know what? Fuck it. Let's see. You're going in a little bit blind though, my love. Two of Swords. You're not seeing, not wanting to see, not want to engage with potentially what might be red flags to you. Now, I'm not saying this person is a red flag. And this is where people get things wrong. You could meet a perfectly nice person who is not a red flag at all. They just don't love you in the way that you need to be loved. Likewise, they're going to feel that you're a little bit red flaggy because you're not receiving the love in the way they like people to receive their love. There's nothing wrong with either of you. It's just an energetic mismatch. If communication is not there. Now, the King of Swords hold a potential for communication, good communication, but someone is shut off. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? Can I get the Ace of Wands? It's like it's not being received, or love and intention is not being received in the way it is intended. Can I get the Ace of Wands? The Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's causing fights. Five of Wands. Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Yet so much good intention here. Both of you intend the best, but the friction because your love languages are different. That's what it is. That's all it is. Now, if you can cut through that and communicate that to each other and understand that, like, you know, they bake you a cake, but you're going, I told you yesterday I was on a diet. That sort of thing. Whereas the intention behind both is right. Yes, Breaking a cake for someone is lovely, and it's a sign of love, and you kind of expect the person to say thank you. Now, if the person doesn't say thank you because they're annoyed that you forgot that just yesterday you told them you're on a diet, to them it looks like you're sabotaging them and not listening. They want to feel heard. They feel like they're not being heard. Can you see that? The intentions, and both are right. It's just incompatibility. Now, if you can communicate that to each other, you'll be fine. Probably healthier than most relationships, if I'm honest. But if you can't, you get 5 of Wands. And I think we've got a bit of that going on here. I know the intentions behind both are pure, because we've got the Knight of Cups and we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Both those energies are very soft and very well intended. But it's resulting in 5 of Wands because there's a misalignment and a miscommunication, or no communication at all. Right, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, please. The Ace of Pentacles for Aquarius. The Ace of Pentacles. The Devil. 10 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles. This threatens to end this connection completely if you cannot both get on the same page about this. 10 of Swords. Right in line with this misunderstanding here. Different ways of giving, different ways of receiving. Maybe so you're taking a chance. I don't blame you for taking a chance, Aquarius. That's what life is for. Sometimes they pay off big. Sometimes it's a lesson. Okay. But you're both being stubborn for Pentacles. You're both being stubborn in the way that you want to conduct your love. And it's turning the connection to be quite toxic and not good. It may have also outlived its life expectancy. That's usually the 10 of Swords and the Devil. 10 of Swords first, followed by the Devil. That's a connection that's outlived its purpose, and that's why it's now turning sour. A bit like a piece of fruit. You keep in the fruit bowl too long. Okay, instead of just throwing it away, it just rots there, and that's what's happening. But I think it's because, again, the intention between both of you is pure and good. So you're both sitting there thinking, why isn't this working when we're both into each other? It's because you've got different love languages and communication styles. It takes more than love to keep a relationship going, guys. Okay, I mean, it sounds really harsh, Aquarius. I don't mean to be harsh. I have to tell you what's here on the table, and I have to be true. It's my soul contract. I don't deviate for nobody, okay? Not even myself. Because, yeah, I do read for myself sometimes. It's very hard. And I give myself news I don't want to hear. Right, okay, can I get the challenges, please, in each, please? The challenges. Maybe if we get through the challenges, this can be salvaged. Because if you're still in this connection, the ending is hovering. Okay? I don't think the hammer's come down yet, but it's hovering. Can I get the Ace of Swords, please? The Ace of Swords. Yeah, not listening to each other. 4 of Cups, you're not understanding each other's emotional languages, because Cups is emotion. This person's ignoring, and I think that's both of you. I'm not blaming one of you. It's understanding each other's emotional language, and both of you going, no, I want to be loved this way. And they're going, but I can offer this. Well, I don't want it. Well, the thing is, if you don't want it and it's not right for you, Aquarius, then you've got to leave it alone. Same to you. I'd say the same to the other person attached. I'm kind of telling you both off here. Okay, your challenge for the Ace of Cups. I mean, I don't need to tell you off. I'm not here to tell you off. Don't listen to the tarot lady. You make up your own mind about what you do on this, Aquarius, okay? You make up your own mind. Tarot's not here to tell you what to do, just to tell you the possibilities of the issue. Yeah, pay Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, the cup is being rejected. Both of you are feeling rejected by the other one, even though both of your intentions to stay are both there. And you've got to overcome that through communication and talking and not dropping hints. Hints don't work. Don't bother with hints. If you're having to drop hints, it means that you need to work on your communication. Not just saying you, Aquarius, all of us, okay? And the challenge for the Ace of Wands is the Chariot. How do we move forwards? How do we get past this? It's like you're being stuck at the same roadblock the whole time. And that's why it's turning stale, because you're not moving past whatever this is. It's a reoccurring issue, okay? And then we got the Ace of Pentacles, Temperance on its side. If you are willing to be patient with each other, if you are willing to take space, give each other space, and then hopefully come back and communicate at a later date, this thing has a chance, okay? Right, let's get some universal advice, please, for Aquarius. Can I please get some universal advice for Aquarius? Ooh. Sorry, Aquarius. That was a terrible shuffle. We're not doing that one. Universal advice for Aquarius, please. What is going on with the universe today? Universal advice for Aquarius. We didn't want to come together, a bit like you and your person, Aquarius. Right, can we get universal Aquarius? I was going to say, can we get universal advice, please, for Aquarius? The moon. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Okay. Two of arrows in reverse. Yep, and the two of stones. Now, the two of stones is a challenge between two people. Now, I don't see either of you particularly wanting to give up on this connection, so let's talk you through keeping it, right? The moon is going within and actually seeing what it is that you want. You're also going into your subconscious and also trying to understand the other person. Okay, this is emotional evolution. Evolve your emotions by really looking at the things that hurt, the things that aren't serving you, the things you don't like, the way you don't like to be loved, communicating that with the other person. Tell them why. Tell them maybe where this came from, what it is that you need. And the first that you can do that is, the way to do that is first understanding that in yourself and going within. And hopefully if your other person does that, then this just stands a chance. Not all hope is lost. Okay. Two of arrows in reverse. This is referring back to this two of swords here in reverse. Somebody's been kind of stubborn with the way they just want to be loved their way, and that's it. No compromise. No, live me this way or get out. Right, that has to kind of drop. I don't know if that's you. I don't know if it's the other energy. That needs to drop. There's a defensiveness here. There needs to be some more openness, and that's connecting with your own heart. This is going to be your person. Connection to your heart, and also them connecting to their heart. Dropping any guards, dropping expectations, dropping any ultimatums, if any of you have placed those onto the situation as well, and actually looking at what the core of the issue is between you and the connection to the stones, and addressing them directly and trying. This is going to require inner growth, inner change, inner challenge. And if you're both up to the task, you could actually end up with one of the strongest relationships I've probably ever seen in tarot, because this is like, really both of you powering through here. Otherwise, it's part ways. Okay, Aquarius, I'm going to have to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the timestamps below. In the comments below. The timestamps, that's my job. Don't you have to worry about that, Aquarius. And give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Esotera Tarot, Aquarius. I love and appreciate you as always. And until next time, guys, take care. Okay, up next we have Aquarius. Not Aquarius, we just had Aquarius. What am I talking about? I'm sorry, Aquarius, as much as I'd love to give you two readings today, I can't. I've got my Pisces people in the house. Hello, Pisces. How are we doing? Welcome to Esotera Tarot. I'm just going to clear away the rest of Aquarius's cards, and I will be right with you, my darlings. 1 second. Chuck them in. There we go. Right. Straighten up for Pisces. Hello Pisces, and welcome to Esotera Tarot and your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the 4 Aces, there is a section at the beginning of the video where I run through the whole thing so you understand what it is and what it means, and then you pop back here for the rest of your reading. For those of you who are familiar, let's just jump into the Ace of Swords and see what's going on with you. Okay, can I please get the Ace of the Swords, please? The Ace of Swords for Pisces. The Ace of Swords, what's on Pisces' mind? What are you thinking about? What's your focus today? Okay, let's get the Ace of Swords for Pisces, please. Ace of Swords for Pisces. The Ace of Swords for Pisces, please. The Ace of Swords for Pisces. The Ace of Swords for Pisces, please. The Ace of Swords for Pisces. High Priestess, nice. King of Cups, nice. The 10 of Wands, not so nice. You are doing really well though there, Pisces. Yes, you are maintaining a sense of self despite challenging circumstances. You're trying to be true to yourself. You're trying to keep your heart open. You are listening to your intuition. You're doing what's right for you. You're telling me it's hard. No, I don't know. I'm getting external circumstances are quite hard for you at this time. Maybe you've got other energies trying to push and pull you around, or you might have, your material environment might not be quite where you want it to be, but you're trying to remain optimistic, looking at the future, believing in yourself and trusting yourself that you're on the right path and you're doing it, Pisces. Yes. Okay, let's get to the Ace of Cups. Where is it that you want to go? What is this path that you put yourself on? Where are you trying to stay true to? Right, the Ace of Cups, please. Ace of Cups for Pisces. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups for Pisces. The Ace of Cups for Pisces, please. 10 of Pentacles. 8 of Wands. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles. There's other people around you who've got other ideas about what they want to do, and it involves you and your stability, possibly even your home environment. Work, maybe. So you want to be cooperative. You want to move forwards. You want to grow with another energy or several different energies around you that you're close. They're in your close knit. They're not people, you know, you met at the pub last Saturday. These are people that are in your circle. But you're telling me it's hard to keep them on board. It's hard to be optimistic about my place and my role and what I do within this circle of people or with this other energy. But you're trying and you're keen and you're eager, but you'll only do it if it's right to you. Bang on, Pisces. I mean, I don't know what well of wisdom you've been drinking from recently, but you've been dropping some bangers here. You really have. And you've done it yet again, Pisces. Proud of you guys. Okay, could I get the Ace of Wands? Now, it's not telling me any specifics here, but I'm not clarifying. So please apply it to your situation as appropriate there, Pisces. Can I please get the Ace of Wands for Pisces, please? The Ace of Wands for Pisces. The Ace of Wands for Pisces. Five of Swords. Tower, Page of Wands. I don't mean to laugh, Pisces, where you literally kind of go, oops. So you do something. It's not a huge thing that you do, actually. Maybe you say something, maybe you make a little move here, Pisces. It causes a collapse. And you kind of just go, oops, didn't mean to do that, sorry. Which tells me that the other energy that you're connected to, or energies that you're connected to, have not been entirely honest with about their capacity to build with you. I think you sense that. That's why you've kind of been staying in your own lane a little bit. You've been kind of keeping quiet, but yourself to yourself. You're like, yeah, you can come in and help if you're positive and you're productive with me. You do or say something which is true to you, it's your truth, it causes such a ruckus. I don't even know what it is, but it seems the reaction to whatever you say or do is wildly disproportionate. So it's like you said, say you say to someone, like, say they go, how do I look? They put a new outfit on. How do I look, Pisces? And you go, oh, that's a lovely outfit, but maybe you should reconsider the shoes. And they go, well, I knew you hated me anyway. And they go off and they burn all their clothes. Wildly disproportionate reaction to whatever it is that you do. Because you don't tend to be mean. In fact, what you're doing you think is actually quite helpful. But the other person totally disagrees, almost just brings the house down. So I can understand now why you were like, okay, I'm going to just stay to myself. There's another energy around you that's quite overbearing at the moment and very intense. So that's why you're kind of like just trying to build your own blocks. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. And I know it's a perceived thing on their end, because Five of Wands is like a perceived conflict, not an actual conflict, right? They're just perceiving something you did to be like horrible, when it really, it's not. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? Oh, it's going to be fine though. Six of Wands. Well, actually, King of Wands and... Oh, that's proper Pisces, that is. So you kind of stand there, right, while this person's burning all their clothes. And then you go, okay, so you go off, you buy them a nice pair of shoes. Like the ones you suggested. You're like, okay, you go over there and have your breakdown. I'm just going to go over here and just carry on and do what I do. Because I know I'm come from a nice place. Good, you do that. All that self-trust you've cultivated over here pays off over here. Big time. Big time. Because as you do that, or you grow, your energy just goes whoosh. You're feeling excellent. You're like, yeah, I did the right thing. Yeah, I'm standing in my power. King of Wands. Yeah, I'm looking good and I'm feeling good. Six of Wands. Lots of wand energy for a water sign. If that King of Cups wasn't on the table, I'd be a little bit concerned. But no, it's coming from an authentic place. So you do you, Pisces. You just know who you're dealing with. You're just like, I'm going to carry on anyway. Like Sodom, let them burn their tower down. Let them burn all their clothes. You like come back with the pair of shoes. Oh, Pisces, you're funny. Right, let's get some challenges, please, for Pisces. Let's get some challenges for Pisces, please. Start with the Ace of Swords. Start with the Ace of Swords, please. Okay. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles on its side there. Yeah, you're like, this is kind of hard work, but it's not that hard. Not really. It's probably a bit uncomfortable for you at first. A little bit different, so it doesn't feel like it fits you to behave this way. But as time goes and you get confidence and you approach this issue, you'll think, thank God I did. So this is like you putting investment, but I think some of your investment in energy might be spread out a little bit, and therefore it's making it thin. So if you're putting loads of energy into someone or something else, there's not that much left over for yourself. Try and keep those balanced a little bit. Also be very selective on where you put energy at this time and who you're building with. Okay. All right, your challenge for the Ace of Cups is the Hierophant. You're not seeing him all day. There you are, sir. Thank you. The Hierophant is about choices, lessons. Are you going to repeat them? I don't think you are. This is about doing things that you'd normally do. You're going to do something different, and I don't think this person's expecting that, hence their Tower. They're basically having a massive temper tantrum at you. But you're standing your ground, you're holding your ground, you've got your values in place, you're not going to wobble on that, not at all. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands challenge? Death on its side. This person might threaten to leave you or end the connection, or they storm out, slam the door. You'll stand there and just going, okay. Maybe they are going to end it, maybe not, don't know. Kind of on them. It does mark a change in the connection though, whether it's be to an end or they're like, oh my God, a new Pisces is in town, so I've got to kind of, sort my shit out. Someone kind of throws that possibility out there though. Doesn't mean that they mean it. I don't think they do, if I'm honest with you. I think it's just the part of their tantrum. Alright, can I get the Ace of Pentacles challenge? Yeah, this five of Wands. Just overcoming this conflict. But you're doing a great job of it. In fact, you're flying through it. You look great, Pisces. You've got the rooftop down. You've got the sunglasses on. You're sipping your lemonade or your gin and juice. Although, please, if you're sipping the gin and juice in the car with the roof down, please make sure you're in the passenger seat, okay? Drinking and driving is illegal, Pisces. Anyway... That's your little PBS warning there, guys. So overcoming this conflict, but you're just sailing right by it. I'm not even worried about that being a problem for you. I think it weighs on you because obviously you want everyone around you to be happy. You don't want to be misunderstood. So you're going to be thinking about it. It's going to be on your mind, but it will pass. The storm will pass, and you're just like, and you're standing in your power from it. But finally, just like stop taking shit from whoever this is. Okay, can I get some universal advice for Pisces, please? Even though I don't think they need it. Sailing through the Five of Wands there with your cap on. Right, can I get the some universal advice, please, for Pisces? Universal advice for Pisces. Universal advice for Pisces, please. Universal advice for Pisces. Knight of Vessels, told ya. Knight of Cups. Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Stones. Yeah, somebody comes back with the tail between the legs, don't they? Yeah, they do. You're being wise, Pisces. You're saying, yeah, I love you. We are still connected. We're still going to do this. However, we need to talk about what happened. We need to get on the same page about this, You want to stick to being yourself, but you also want to honour who the other person is as well. I'm not saying you don't, you do, but you've got to come to some kind of compromise over what this is. They can't keep burning down their entire wardrobe just because you said you didn't like their shoes. These kind of reactions are not healthy. Not for you, not for them, not for the connection. So there's some relearning going on here about each other that needs to go on, or at least learning about a new aspect of each other and how and if you can overcome that. So the intention to reconnect is there. It doesn't happen until you've had that conversation and cleared it up. Not just this individual isolated incident, it's just the likelihood of this happening again. How do we manage it? How do we avoid it? If that can be smoothed out, we're ready to rock and roll. If they don't want to cooperate, well, come back next week and see how that turns out, okay? All right, Pisces, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much, Pisces, for joining me here at Esotera Tarot. I love and appreciate you all and all the support you have for the channel. And until next time, guys, take care. Okay, where are we? Oh, we're closing off for the little for the closing reading here. Right, we are just squidging out of time here, so it's okay. The closing reading is quite short, so short and sweet, just to close it off. Thank all the energies, the spirits, the guides for delivering all our messages today. We love and appreciate you all. Yes, we do. Even though sometimes we might ignore your advice, we definitely appreciate it. Don't ignore their advice. They're always right. Okay, now let's get our final word from four of the aces. From all four aces. Four of the aces, there's only four. And see what they have to close off with. Okay, aces, final word. Any final words for the collective today? Any final words for the collective? Final words for the collective, please. Final words for the collective. Starting with the Ace of Swords. What does the Ace of Swords have to say for the collective? Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Their final word to the collective. Four of Swords, nice. Oh, King of Cups, there we go. Death and Ten of Cups. Okay, well, it's a happy ending. So for this collective message, we've got to make sure that your thoughts are aligned and calm before you do anything. Try not to do anything rash. Try and not do anything impulsive at this time. Let things rest. Let things settle. Let energies just kind of sort themselves out, and then it'll be much clearer for you to understand and know what it is that you want to do. Under the Ace of Cups, love yourself, cultivating emotional maturity here. That's what emotional maturity is. It's stopping acting on impulse and actually letting yourself settle, and then your true emotions and the true things of what you want to do then can rise to the surface. You've got to give the King of Cups a chance to have his word, to hear his voice. You only do that once you calm down the mind, okay? Lots of you have big hearts in this collective and lots of love to give. So it's about finding someone else who has that capacity to hold it and to give that love back in return. And then with the Ace of Wands, we've got death. That kind of echoes back to this Four of Swords message that we've got here. Stop yourself from impulsive actions. Impulsivity does not solve, it actually makes things worse. You might accidentally end something when you don't really need to. Impulsive energies also might trigger a change that you might not actually want. But impulsive energies also trigger changes that you might actually do want. The death is not all bad. It's about transforming from one thing to another thing. And if you actually want transformation in your life, then you've got to go out there and make it happen under that impulsive, exciting, lovely Wands energy. And with the Ace of Pentacles, if you follow this all the way through, you're going to get your Ten of Cups. That's your emotional fulfillment, and it's going to be real because it's under the Ace of Cups. It's real, it stays, it's got a long shelf life, okay? It's not a passing promise or like a thief in the night. It is something that's to stay. Emotional maturity, emotional longing, emotional safety, and emotional home. Okay, right guys, I am going to leave the reading there for all of you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Esotera Tarot. Thank you for listening to the wisdom of the Four Aces, and thank you to everyone for your love and support for the channel in general. It is greatly appreciated. I'm loving how the channel is growing. It's absolutely wonderful, and thank you so much for everything from my bottom of my heart. And with that, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Until the next time, take care.